Alrighty. Good morning, guys. Guys, season 12, I'm not going to cap. Looks pretty fire. I'm actually pretty excited. Brother, this actually might... Listen, if this patch is not bad, dude, if this patch is not bad, this season will be great, actually. They just... All they have to do is get the patch right. That's it. Nerf BAP, nerf Hilari, nerf Diva, nerf every tank in the game. Oh, fuck. We're fucked, aren't we? Now that I think about it, we're probably fucked. Oh, no-y. Yeah, Coach Mills trolled. I'm going to flame him later. That was funny. Is Farah good right now? She's not as good, but she's not bad. All right, listen, guys. Listen. Listen here. Listen here and listen well. I'm about to get spammed to react to Flat's reaction of 5v5. I need to find mine. Yeah, buffing Life Weaver makes me nervous. How you doing today, brother? Dude, I'm stressed, honestly. I'm really stressed out, but we're good, man. We're good. We worked through it. Andy, what's up, brother? How you doing? Deadline? I mean, yeah, we've got deadlines in Brotherhood. It's just like I'm really stressed out about making the right decisions for Mineplex, you know? No one's really done what we've done before. We've had some great breakthroughs, and I know it's gonna work. Because there's so many talented people out there who want to make games, right? You know, I just want to make sure that I do my part to make sure it works for them. You know. You can make one nerf to Widow, not one shot, and one buff to her. What changes do you make? I just changed grapple. Just make, like, listen, Widow would be way more fun if she had to actually commit to the angle she was on. She gets out of one for free, you know. Yo, J Money, bro, you are such a goon. Oh my god, this fucking kid J Money, dude. Oh my god. J Money, you lived in Philly your whole life, bro. We put on the health nerds coming to Mobility Heroes. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, man. Look, this season has the potential to be the best season of Overwatch 2, seriously. Like, this season could be the best season of Overwatch 2, unironically. Unironically, it could be. It, like, from a content standpoint, it is. I think this is the best content season of Overwatch 2, dude. Like, it's, I'm actually excited. I'm genuinely excited for Season 12. I have not been excited for a new Overwatch season in a long time. Like, I'm actually really, really excited. This could be a good one, you know? Unless they fuck up the patch, in which case I will go nuclear. I'll be like, dude, like, you guys made the best content you could have fucking made, and then your balance team fucking ruins it again. I'll be so mad. Yeah, so I actually have not read the rank reset stuff yet. What's so exciting about Season 12? Dude, Powell, like Clash, the Clash maps look good. The Mythic skin is Reaper, which is awesome. There's an Ana Mythic weapon that's based on Ra. Like, I think the Egyptian gods are so fucking cool. That's why. For me personally. Like, I think the Greek gods are cool. The Egyptian gods are really cool, dude. Like, it's just fucking awesome. I just think it's fucking awesome, to be honest. Like, I love mythology. I love mythology. And when it comes to Blizzard's art team, dude, making things that are mythical, like, they just do so well. They just do so well. They're so talented. It's so incredible how good these people are, man. Really. I don't think anyone's ever doubted, like, just how amazing the Overwatch art team is, dude. They are just, like, fucking amazing, you know? Like, guys, I know people will be mad about this. Anna's just, like, one of my favorite characters. I hope Pete wasn't here. She'll flame me for that noise. Whatever. I can flame her back. The name of the Egyptians I'll release a hero is a space explorer. Why is that odd? Ra is the god of the sun. I would say it fits. She's asleep, you're safe, good. Alright, we reacting to flats. I know everybody's been spamming me. You gotta react to flats. Reaction to 5v5. I've been getting spammed like for 2 days, dude. I'm actually gonna tell him that. Oh my goodness. Oh, my audio interface broke. Son of a gun. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Listen. I will react to Flats' 5v5 reaction. Okay. Okay. I've been getting spammed nonstop to react to this. And honestly, as well, guys, I wanted to go back and find my initial reaction after the stream where they announced 5v5. I remember playing ranked and I went on a massive rant. Like, they don't get it. Like, like, you don't need to, this is the interactions you need to bring back. You don't need to remove a tank. You need to make this the way the game flows. And actually, my video that I made that's coming out soon, it's a play on Blizzard posting job hirings for balance, which, by the way, guys, not even 60 seconds before Alec Dawson tweeted out last night that they're looking for somebody to assist them with balance, I had like 3 of you tag me on the tweet. My entire mentions last night were all people tagging me on Alec's tweet asking to balance the game. This is an hour long. I'm not. Oh man. Okay. Well. Okay. Here we go.
But tanks.
All right.
Overwatch 2. We've learned some stuff about, PvP, with push, role passives, new heroes. You saw Sojourn at BlizzCon Line. What else has gone into the development process for Overwatch 2's PvP?
You're right. We've talked a lot about the story side of Overwatch 2 and the cooperative PvE.
There's the shot. That's the shot everyone thinks is 5v5.
But
that's not what it was.
The Overwatch team has also been hard at work on the PvP side of the game. We're making new features, new heroes, new maps, some of which will be playing today.
For this.
And we've also been looking at the way PvP is played. It's changed over time on the live game. And we'll talk about a lot of the changes.
Is there a certain timestamps I should go to or no?
That we want to be making and that we're currently making to PvP. But there's one in particular that I want to highlight right now. Because it's substantial, and I think it has a big impact on the way the entire team approaches PvP on Overwatch 2. And it's also something
Is that an
we're
AirPod
all really
on his mic?
excited about. Overwatch has always been played with 2 teams of 6 players. Overwatch 2 will be played with 2 teams of 5 players.
Oh, it is
consisting of
confirmed.
2
It's
support,
real.
2 DPS.
Holy shit.
And 1 tank.
Right, I mean, my next question was gonna be like, okay,
holy
like,
shit, it's
still a
real.
thing? So we still have a breakdown across the board. It's not completely open. So
Wow.
1 tank, 2 DPS.
Play Overwatch
2
nailed it.
supports.
They actually nailed it.
What led you guys down the road to make this change?
Well, buddy, it was a good run.
There are a lot of reasons for why we wanted to make this change.
Well, it's fun playing with
As
you,
I
dude.
said earlier,
Yeah.
Overwatch has changed over time. We've gone strides to make our combat easy to read and very understandable. And even with all of the work that we put into that, sometimes it's just hard to track what 11 other players are doing on the battlefield. Removing 2 of those simplifies everything, and it allows other players are doing on the battlefield. Removing 2 of those simplifies everything, and it allows players to understand everything that's happening around them and to be able to make better choices because of it. This change obviously has a really big impact on tanks, and we will get into some of the changes that we're making to tanks and to some of the other roles in a bit. But tanks can be problematic. They're a DPS hero is simple. They're shooting, but a tank has abilities that can be noisy, or when stacked with other tanks can cause problems for other teams to try to overcome and counter. Like and a great example of that is 2 main tanks on the field. Sometimes that can be very oppressive to
just hearing. I'm not even gonna.
Another team. I think with 5 players out there is a greater chance of certain people being able to carry.
I don't want to be critical, but did they just say 2 main tanks is oppressive?
There's just 1 less player on the other team that you need to take care of, and each player now has the opportunity to have a larger individual impact on their own team. And we've 3.
Like I said, I was pretty sure they weren't going to do 5v5.
I
was pretty sure too.
Even early on,
I was like confident. Like, no, I don't think they're going to do that.
7v7
But they did it.
format of the game.
They did it.
And we always had some problems with them, and
that's just a
this is
lack
the
of
sort thing
understanding.
that our
Double
lead
main tank
hero
has
designer,
never
Jeff
been good.
Goodman, has really run with. And I think he probably has a little more he can say about it.
I think we need to see how the hero design is too.
100%. Like I'm open-minded, but this is not the start.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect it. I honestly didn't. Because I know there was.
And this is the thing. This is where it goes back, and it is important because look, it's important to understand how we got here, right? It's important to understand how we got here, right? And this is why I said, and in this video we're going to talk about, it's going to come out here shortly, where I talk, probably before this goes live to my channel too, I guess. I talked about how they just never understood how to address double shield. And they saw that as 2 main tanks being oppressive. But it was, again, it was never the barriers. It was the sustainabilities behind the barriers. And it's very clear that back in 2020, at least 2021, that Team 4 very clearly did not understand this. And this is why they never could get rid of it, because they never understood. They did not have the balancers on the team that understood fundamentally how the metas worked. And this is not just true of double shield. This is also true of goats. Remember, guys, they attempted to buff every single DPS in the game before they were willing to nerf Brigitte to stop goats. And they never actually completely stopped goats either, by the way. Like they changed formats before it was completely changed. But yeah, so it's important to understand that. And this is, again, I'm not flaming anybody, but like, it's important to note.
It looked like 5v5 at BlizzCon. I was kind of like, oh, but
never to be spoken about again. Yeah, Jeff. I assume that obviously.
Of the maps we've always placed what we consider cover.
I want to see much more first person.
I want to see how like the op tanks play this.
I was gonna say I want to see more first person in this. Like I want to see like this. Like this. I don't want to see like this much top down.
Now with 5v5,
like I understand, like obviously Ryan's gonna be played and Winston. I want to see how like how's Diva gonna be? How is Zarya gonna be? What have they done to like Sigma? I want to see that type of stuff too, because I think that's important.
If you look at Kings in general,
I'm gonna.
Emong, don't worry, brother. They'll giga buff all their stats and leave them as is, man.
Like,
I mean, the Winston and the Ryan are really useless. I'm watching how them play. Like it's not like I'm against them, but like they're like you can't do anything with this. They're not even being used. Like Like, if you actually just took them off the field right now, the game would be playing the exact same. That's my problem right now.
Exactly. Stuff like that.
The game is not changed. Like, sorry, the game has changed. The tanks that are on the field right now are not even being used. Like, you could legitimately just remove the Winston and the Reinhardt. It would be the same exact game right now.
You can take. Something we saw at BlizzCon Line was the 2 fire strike charge.
I think that's why they're gonna have the Overwatch League players play it later, probably.
Jeff, when we were
that's what I'm assuming is gonna happen.
My Winston on live, not able to shoot at range. Can you explain that?
Overwatch Light, dude.
Yeah, I was wondering if people picked up on that. So we were first watching Winston there. This is an example of some of the tank changes we're talking about in regards to 5v5, but also a larger.
We need to find my reaction to this, guys.
A lot more aggressive, be able to be a little more heavy on the damage side and less just raw protection. So on Winston's,
they can't even go in.
I really wish I had my dude. I remember going off on stream that night and being like, dude, this is not the fucking answer. All they have to do is nerf a couple characters and this is fine. Granted, like Q times were the main reason they did this, allegedly. But
right now, unfortunately, you can't see it.
They just said like make tanks more aggressive, but the Winston jumped in one time and only got 500 HP on his primal.
Charge up like
they can't. You can't play him more aggressive. It's the same thing.
Fire it off as a single sort of like blast attack at longer range.
Like watch his health pool. His health pool's just getting chunked.
Charge up is kind of interesting with it for him because you can do it while you're leaping, and so there's like theoretically more burst combos you can do where you're jumping on top of somebody, charging up in the air, and burst, release it right before you land on them, and then you get the stomp damage too. And you're like, well, I'm gonna get blasted probably if I just like run away, so I have to be able to survive that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the decisions all Winston players face. It's like, okay, I've jumped on this player, I've gotten them weak. I can either now get out of my bubble and try to finish them off, or just kind of hope a teammate does. But now giving him, I think it kind of goes back to more like that player, agency that you were talking about, being able to kind of take over the game, being able to finish it off.
More player agency, yeah.
This nano boost in Ryan. This will never.
That was the most useful the tank has been so far.
just seeing Reinhardt nano boosted, just swinging. I'm sure it makes the fans out there happy that I know that was a dragon blade.
Not really, because that's normal.
Able to take out his. It's kind of the bane of existence of a lot of people.
Less than they had before. But then in response to that, we get to.
Flats was like me.
Here. You get you hit the wall right there. You can cancel it. You can cancel your charge, and you can get 2.
Who cares? You're gonna cancel. He still would have died.
So he's canceling charges.
Like, this is what I'm saying. This is why This is what I'm saying. Okay. Just the lack of understanding of the game from Team 4 when all of these decisions were made. Like, Flats is watching this for the first time ever and immediately picking up on like what a lot of the big problems would be. Immediately. And this is why I'm saying, like, their pipeline, wherever they were getting information from about how the game worked or whatever, it was just wrong. It was just wrong. Now, from a systematic standpoint, like systems and stuff, I'm sure they have that unlocked, but they've never understood the core gameplay. They never understood what made the core game feel amazing, especially the higher up you went. What captured Overwatch being special. And I said this for a long time. Like he's not sugarcoating it, which shout out to him, but just look, guys, but look at how different, and this is nothing about Flats at all in particular, but like, look at how different our community's reaction was to when it first came out to when over time things happened. It's interesting psychology. Because I think it's that people deep down want to defend what they love. And I understand that, right? Like, we all love the game. I think we just disagree on how the game should become better. Some of us. There's some people out there who are just like chronic haters. But it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy.
Those like sneaky things that seems like to some people
like Flats picks up on it immediately,
but it almost like completely changes how he plays a lot of ways. It's actually really fun because you can it has a really fast recovery when you cancel, so you can like charge up to a group and then cancel and immediately ult and just like knock everyone down. So
it's like how to do
that
like
zone now,
like the fact, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, the fact that like Jeff Goodman and his team missed this goes to prove everything I said about like their play tests, their knowledge of the actual game. Like, I'm sure those people knew how to design and put out characters, but they had no idea, no clue how to healthily put them in the game, or frankly understood their product at all. And like, listening to them describe tank play just lets you think, what were they testing internally to make this like, like this is, they were either lying to the camera or they had no idea. And the answer is that they had no idea.
sort of minigame that.
Knock who down? You're never gonna make it.
Yeah, like, even, like, dude,
how are you open up to them and shatter when you don't have a bubble?
Like, they don't want to fight you necessarily, like normally, because they don't want to get earth shattered. So sometimes you can like bluff people and they're running for cover and you didn't even have it, or you save it or something. So, and it also just allows him to, you know, get in there and be more aggressive without sacrificing his health bar.
Yeah, it just sounds like another change, almost like how you kind of mentioned like stuff like that.
You gotta remember though, we don't even know what the new heroes are either.
As you're playing and
so there could be some tanks that have like some really cool like
yeah, where the Winston combo you can load up that.
Dude, Emong with like the world, they Flats knows it right now, but Emong, like their world is burning down around them. Like the fun they're gonna have is literally getting thrown in. Like the cope, and this is where I love Emong so much, dude. Like the whole house could be on fire around this dude. The whole house could be on fire around this dude, and he would sit there and be like, well, at least we got our shoes on, you know, like there needs to be people like that in the world, dude. Seriously, he's so fucking funny. I love Emong. He's a great dude, man. He's a great dude. But it's just, it's incredible, man. It's just incredible how obvious these issues were from the very fucking beginning, and somehow, some way, the people designing the game could just completely misspeak on everything. And it makes sense why the balance patches like never seem to solve anything, and the gameplay loop things don't get solved. They don't get it. They just literally never understood it. I mean, and look at the hero releases: Brig, Bap, Sig, Orisa can't get Headshot and Fortify. Like the Overwatch 1 Team 4, like they made a great game, but just had no clue how to maintain it. No clue, because it became something that was out of their imagination, which is good. It's a testament to what they built, but building it and maintaining it are two different things that are very difficult, to be fair. To be fair, they're very, very difficult to do. Not easy at all. But it really is a testament to how great what they made was.
Secondary fire,
even with a cool playstyle, like that would just mean that other heroes just become outdated and unused, kind of like back in Double Shield.
Like Reinhardt play, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So with the Zarya bubble,
something else I think that's really interesting here is this fight's been going on for a while. Neither tank has fallen. And the support have been doing such a good job at keeping the tanks up, because there's only one of them.
But to be realistic, though, like I hate to say it, both of the tanks aren't doing anything. They're both AFK.
Really good being the tank player now. Like the amount of times you get into the situation where
you're low on health. My guy, stop being neutral in the war, brother. You know the answer. Stop being neutral. You knew it then. I love you, buddy. You knew it then, and god damn it, you know it now. God damn it, you knew it the second you saw it. Because you know why? And this is where I'll give you credit. You woke up and you played this game every single day. You did. And I know he'll sit there and he'll say, well, like, I'm not like an insane top 500 player. But buddy, you were GM on tank and you would play it every single day. You were one of the better in the big picture, you were one of the better tank players in the world. And you knew this shit the second you saw it. And so did Hawk. So how in the world did the developer team miss it? Let's stop pretending. Let's stop.
Health. There's a bunch of the enemy players focusing on you, and
like I don't want to be rude. Like I don't care what their SRs are. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be some elitist piece of shit. But they're not doing anything. Neither of them are doing anything.
You're not being elitist. You're spitting facts.
That has to be something that you guys have kind of gotten in feedback, that from a support's point of view, you're able to dump resources into.
This is literally the meta that looks like. The Ryan doesn't even exist. They go whatever they want. Like a Hanzo, Widow, Zen, Bap, and Ryan's just there.
You know, Zen, you can kind of orb the tank and then focus on the damage. That
their exchange is gone. It's so funny.
Too, so I don't even sure.
It's so funny.
Like I really don't like. I'm not analyzing their gameplay in any way whatsoever. But the fact that you're like people they're commenting like, see, look, they're doing great, but like
they're not doing shit.
You know,
that's really cool.
They're just AFK.
Obviously, that's incredibly new. I think on live, like it's kind of displayed on the right.
Yeah, we're generally looking through this.
Go ahead, sorry,
God.
I was saying we're generally looking at anywhere we can improve hero-specific UI stuff like this, and we felt like this could use a big update and be a lot more readable.
Yeah, I think one of the things I'm most excited about.
Winston almost exploded on the jump.
Is it's not just on Zen,
he did.
It's on
He
Mercy
fed,
also.
to be fair.
You see the portrait
but
of
how do you not
the
feed
player
right now?
that you're healing. And so it's just a lot easier to kind of.
This week we started bringing up a thread again. Like, do we want to keep this? Actually, this has been around for a while. Is everyone still happy with this? So that's just an example
This is very
of, like,
controversial. Like among the design team, there's a lot of back and forth on this one. So, but I think what whether or not we keep a change like that in the game, I think what it speaks
is that up for discussion that it's not? Because
amount of systems
that needs to go. This is the stupidest shit. I'm just gonna say whatever's on everyone's fucking mind.
Yeah,
Overwatch is not the game that we just watched. That we just watched.
Untouched, right?
No, let's take out the point that they look like they were silvers. That was the most dog shit Overwatch I've ever watched. I don't care if they're bronze, silver, gold, diamond, or GM. That was dog shit.
What do you think? First looks. What do you think, man?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Listen, we need more of this evil flats. Seriously. Like, this is the role that I've adapted. I don't care. You can't play nice and save this shit. You can't. And I don't think they want to hear, like, nice and kiss ass. I'm not saying flats is, by the way, to be clear. I don't think that's what they want to hear. Like, to give Team 4 credit now, like, they've changed a lot. They've changed a lot, dude. Like guys, and I'm telling you, like, I've seen them over time. They have changed a lot. And I think ultimately this is what needed to happen. Like, Overwatch needed to implode. It did. It did, because only Overwatch's implosion would create the change that needs to happen for them to make the game great. It's not evil to not sugarcoat every opinion you have. Yeah, but in the Overwatch community, it is. The Overwatch community, a lot of it for probably very valid reasons, tends to be a little bit more sensitive. And that's right. You know, not everybody has to be in the mud, hard ass, whatever it may be, right? But in a game like Overwatch, where people tend to be more sensitive, not sugarcoating it can pose some problems for you, right? And that's just what it is. But that's okay, because, like, at times, like, and this is kind of the role that I've taken in the community, and I'm okay with that. I'll be on an island, but I'll speak my mind, and that's hopefully will be an important piece of the puzzle to help solving it, because on the other side of the spectrum, you have a lot of people who will sugarcoat it. But just so you guys know, the game that we have right now is what happens when you sugarcoat it. I'm happy the hive mind is finally dissolving nowadays. I don't want to say it's a hive mind. I'm not sure if that's what I want to say. What I will say is, speaking out against Blizzard in the Overwatch creator scene definitely goes against the status quo. And this is not a flame towards anybody, obviously. It never will be. It definitely goes against the status quo, and it's not like the cool thing to do. It's just not. And it definitely won't help you get opportunities at Blizzard, which, if you're an Overwatch streamer, like, the cream to the crop is, like, working with Blizzard. That's, like, what it is. But if it hurts the game in the long run, is it worth it? I don't think it is. So we need more of this flats. This is what we like filter off, and that's what's fun about group up. Truly, it is. And you know, people dog on Frito and I all the time for, like, going back and forth. For, like, there hasn't been a second where, in my mind, when I'm arguing with Frito, that, like, I think less of him or, like, hate him or anything. Like, the reason why I argue with Frito so much is because I value him very dearly and I want to change his mind. That's why I argue with Frito so much, you know, and that's what's so special about Group Up. I think Group Up is truly the only podcast, the only show where the core guys, like us, I would say, like, the core guys, like the OGs, are probably me, Frito, Flats, our Avengers group, right? Like, we challenge each other, dude. We challenge each other. And I genuinely feel like we are the biggest show that's not going to sugarcoat it. And that's why I love the show so much. Because we leave it on, dude. I think that's why people watch it, because they know we leave it on the field. And you know what else? They know that we're arguing from the player's perspective. Like for me, like that's been my whole thing. That's why I'm so critical all the time. I want to embody what it's like to be a consumer in the trenches in the game that consumes the content in this game. That's my goal. That's what I want people, I want people to identify with me for that. And I want to be like that because that's how I can learn the most about game design and game development and products, right? And I'm taking that knowledge and I'm trying to help Mineplex get off the ground with it, right? And we still have a long way to go, but that knowledge has gone a long way for me. And it's a lot of it's trial by fire. You got to take your hits and keep moving, right? That's what we do. But, you know, we need more of this. We do. Because he knew it right away. He knew it right away. Immediately he knew. He knew immediately.
I'll be honest, I was a little bit skeptical when I first heard about 5v5.
And you know what, Flats? You should trust your gut more, dude. This was my gut instinct too. And what I've learned, guys, over the years is to trust your gut. Trust your gut.
Pander, please.
Rip to the off tanks kind of thing.
Oh, don't pander.
Based off watching that
my goodness.
first map there on New York, I don't know. It looks quite spicy. This could be quite good.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Like,
come on, don't pander.
I will wait in the DPS queue. You know,
as
long as I gotta wait. You know, but now like seeing the tanks and seeing how aggressive you can play and push the pace. I'm excited.
Maybe I should go back to this.
To kind of now dive.
I'm not going to. I genuinely kind of want to turn it off. Like, I'm not gonna, like there's like a little inkling.
Yeah, I mean, well, super buff tanks.
BlizzCon in 2018. It seems like forever ago. Is push. How has the game mode changed since we last saw it?
We haven't made a lot of changes to the mode itself, at least as far as like the big rules go for it. But we've continued developing for it, so we have more than one.
I don't care what they're talking about. They just said they haven't changed anything. So fuck off.
That we'll even be looking at today.
Let's be realistic for a second.
We're really committed to the
tanks,
mode.
People don't like people when tanks are OP. Nobody has fun, right? Except the tank players. And even then, they're not having that much fun.
The interesting thing
if you're not dominating the other tank, then you're getting flamed.
From the outside, it sort of looks like it's.
There are so many levels of this is wrong. It's not even funny. From toxicity levels to the entire core of the gameplay has been changed
in the map that makes this very special.
The way that the heroes are supposed to be played.
More as
that literally, that last third point fight was literally the most boring shit I've ever watched.
More than
it was boring.
He was more on the money than I was, dude. I think I was on Mayhem at the time, and that definitely caused me to speak with the filter. I'll be honest. Can I be honest with you guys? When I was on Mayhem, I had to speak with way more of a filter. It felt so... It felt so inauthentic to me. Not because of them, because of myself. That was one of the big reasons why, you know, I just my mental when I was on that org was deteriorating very quickly. Through no fault of their own, to be clear. But, you know, it's, you got to speak with a filter. You do. But that doesn't help get things done.
Stood AFK. Chat. Somebody remind me at the end of the stream. Please remind me. And I'll go.
Flat's got more of this right than I did when I talked about this, which is crazy. I didn't even think about the psychological elements of like solo tank. I just thought about the interactions in game.
Be really
to rewatch that fight because nothing happened
in here that I think can get played.
Literally,
push.
nothing
that has to do
happened.
With just the
both tanks stood AFK
in the map, and also because of how quickly it moves.
Yeah, no, if you've never seen push
their
before,
dance got removed.
A robot
Tell me I'm wrong.
in the middle, both teams will come out and kind of fight for it, and then once you get control, you can.
I mean, I will say though, the teams were horrendously.
I think if the reaction is not strong enough from the community, they're going to keep it.
XQC,
it could change.
And me.
They do listen to us sometimes.
People. It was a massacre. I'll be honest, I was just AFK. It didn't really matter.
Little does Flats know, the game engine couldn't handle 6v6 at this point, so.
Same. When we had the map at BlizzCon, it was
Jacoby, thanks for the tier 1, my dude. I appreciate it. Goban, thanks for 100 bits. Gundam, thanks for the prime. And Reagan's Railroad, thanks for the 2 and 5 months.
Resources
I'm gonna fucking put alerts back on. Fuck it. You guys wanna fucking comment on this shit?
I know. I see Silas' face.
Alerts are back on.
He's just like smiling. He's just like so giddy. Like,
alerts are on again.
It's so fun. Where I feel like push is gonna add a different type of element.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching this. Yeah, I'm here. I'm fixated on the gameplay. I think, I mean, this is really deathmatchy. This does. Like, we just, they're just going in there.
Look at this playtest.
Like, a good old brawl, and then obviously
No, don't say.
Like, these aren't fucking. I'm sorry. These are not real people playing. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you have silvers in this lobby. Like, stop it. You can't get good playtest information from silver players. You can't. They're bad.
Deathmatch and brawl. It's deathmatch, not brawl. It's deathmatch.
Every single time, and it's just.
He's just standing in front of the bomb. Like
what I played back at BlizzCon all those years ago. Just with one less time. It's just.
This is not easier to follow. There's literally way more chaotic.
Like I'm somebody who's
so insane. So we ended up condensing all of the
I'm not unmuting myself to talk to Emon either because I don't want to if his stream is being more positive, but I don't want to infect him. But I'm sorry guys, I can't be positive about this. I literally can't. Like I genuinely even said when I first heard I want to see what it looks like and try. I genuinely want to fucking try, but it's just awful. Like how are you looking at this and saying this is easier to follow and looks fun?
You see somebody with green.
It's literally 4v4 deathmatch, but throw in a tank. That's it. You know the fucking arcade mode? That's 4v4 deathmatch. It's literally just that without the tanks.
Back and forth, but I noticed before there was like a circle. So is there like kind of capture points, like progress? Does that
spawn room for the team that was able to do it? You can kind of see it just off to the left here behind Reinhardt. So if the attacking team can push it over there, they'll unlock
watch
that
any of these
point,
tanks.
And it gives them
and I really am not flaming like the players, okay? Like I'm not trying to be an asshole to like the players playing the game.
No,
but neither tank has made a single impactful play the entire game. Not one. I don't even think if any of them have gotten a kill.
Yeah, but there is one. Yep, there is an additional detail there. It's
real talk. Has either tank gotten a fucking kill yet?
Before you lose your forward spawn rate. And we actually started it the way that you described it, but a lot of times the robot could just move back and forth across this one checkpoint, and it got like.
I've already been playing one for a fucking year, so now why am I make it two?
Spawn, so we kind of gave you a grace period in there, or made it a little bit stickier. But it was way too blatant.
This double bubble Zarya is sick.
She's incredible. I love her.
She's not incredible though, because if you just run fucking Widow, Hanzo. She literally is useless. We watched her on the last fucking map. She literally didn't exist.
Like more so.
Yeah. So you have the same bubbles you had before, but they're both using shared charges. So yeah, we
that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like actually,
use it. She tends to be a higher charge more often. I mean, this is a good example. But
so the win condition for push is whoever has pushed it the furthest by the end of time.
Watch one isn't integrated. We haven't got content for fucking legitimately years. But apparently it's in a good state because it has 2 fucking tanks in it.
So now they're unlocking their forward spawn room right here.
The tragedy strikes. Yeah, I imagine these games go right down to the wire.
Just as definitely hectic there towards the end. This is going to be quite good for Overwatch League, I'd imagine.
I can't, dude. I can't. It's guys. We need to play a drinking game. Seriously, I don't drink as much anymore. But we need to watch this broadcast and take a shot every time a take aged like milk. Nobody asked for 5v5. Nobody. Not a soul. Nobody.
Imagine. This is... I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, you say it's good for Overwatch League. I'm gonna be honest with you, Stylus, for 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah, when you
here's the thing. Do you know how many fucking Overwatch League players just lost their job because this one change? Do you know how many fucking tank players literally are gonna lose their job because this one change?
See it there.
Think about that for 2 seconds.
Skill ceiling of the game.
Fucking good for Overwatch League. Real fucking good. The game looks trash. These fucking changes look trash. Not only for competitive ranked players, quick play ranked players might like it, and I'd probably just put out a fucking job. At least 20 fucking tank players in the Overwatch League. Good job, dude. Yeah, really.
It's got that Overwatch music where it kind of adds to the suspense.
He's like me, dude.
Mechanics and the map design is all kind of tailored to have that, and it makes it like really exciting.
Thanks, Contra. Dude, don't even worry about being mean anymore. We'll figure it out. We'll be fine.
Fast flow.
We're content creators. We can make Overwatch content in different ways.
It's alarming how much he's like me, man. Holy shit. He's like me.
We can make other content for other games, we'll be okay. But these are people that have put years of their lives in to grind to become professional players.
Like we saw Zarya there on push, like it's
trying to save a few bucks. So have the league format changed, have the game format changed.
She looked unkillable all the time.
Cringe.
She was crazy.
She's really scary in this form for sure, and I think that's kind of what we're thinking for a lot of these, sort of off-tanky kind of characters before, Roadhog and.
We need it. People need to be loud about this because they even said they're open to talking.
Noting that we're not.
Okay, they're people. They're not assholes.
Making them super aggro.
They're not assholes.
Pushing some of the more aggro tanks and making them a little tankier. So I mean, a lot of
we all just want the best. But this is
nonsense. More sort of matrix juice in the can, so she can use it a lot more. So that's an example of where we didn't just like give them.
Come on, Super. I have so much faith in Super here. Come on, please, dude. Tank players molding? No, everyone who plays this game should be molding. To be honest with you. Because your ass standing on fucking point now. Your tank is useless. You don't get to that position, and you don't get to take gunfights. You're playing TDM now. Congrats, dude. Good luck.
Over the next few maps, but we want to drill down on a couple of the things we've already talked about so far. To help me do that now, we'll be joining
our
Overwatch
second
League superstar Matthew Super.
So listen, Flats, here's what I'll tell you, buddy. You probably know this already. Trust your damn gut, brother. I look back and I was like, yo, I should have trusted my gut the second I saw this shit. I knew it was gonna be bad. So many people knew it was gonna be bad. It's just funny.
Everybody's favorite neighborhood main tank. How you doing, Super? Obviously, big news today. I'd love to get some of your initial thoughts on it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, first of all. I mean, the tank changes, that's definitely the one that, kind of stuck out to me. The fact that, only one tank, because I'm a tank player, and, my experience with tank, it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes you get bullied as a tank with two. So I'm curious to see how that's going to progress and change to make it so that it's a lot easier for one tank to be, work properly and not have as many struggles.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I think you watch any sort of tank player stream right now. You can sort of see
his mic's not doing too hot.
Also, some of the downs here. Obviously, we saw, maybe some more power being shifted in the direction of the tanks, right? We saw Reinhardt with the double fire strikes. He's got some more of that charge control and the Winston changes. What was your thoughts when you first saw the fact that Winston now has a bit of longer range equipment to bring to the fight?
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit interesting.
Which is so bad. It's so useless, though.
Grab the Zarya from the experimental. I mean, at least when I played the experimental, I thought that the cooldown needed to be shorter on that. But I like that in general. They're trying to give more power if it's going to be just one tank. Because I feel like otherwise, a lot of tanks like Zarya and Diva, they would kind of struggle because the way they're designed right now. I feel like they weren't really made to be played solo, if that makes sense. But now I feel like if they do the proper changes, then I think it could actually be pretty good.
Okay, that's cool.
Absolutely. You saw there as well a couple of the changes. We mentioned Winston's. Maze, we haven't really talked.
May was the first one we sort of checked into the build and we wanted to play with for a long time. So if you notice here, she doesn't actually fully freeze the enemy here at all. She still slows them, but she doesn't never go to stun.
That's a good change, honestly.
Through compensation, of course, it does a lot more damage. So it's.
I love how they hit us with this fucking boom, and then they're like trying to show like little things like, oh, we took away this thing. You guys hated that thing, right?
But you never actually get in that lockdown state. Like, okay, well, here's the free headshot. I guess I'm dead. And for her, it's really interesting too because she still has, at least right now, she still has that sort of cleave effect, the piercing that can hit multiple targets. So you're doing so much damage now.
So we don't take that out of the live game because you wanted to use that as an excuse to put it in Overwatch 2, because then now it's like, hey,
piercing through tank or.
Yeah, you might not like this stuff, but look what we did. We did the thing you asked for.
So it's kind of an interesting, still has an interesting back and forth secondary fire as well. But as I mentioned, it's kind of the tip of the iceberg because what we're really playing around with, and this
I'm pretty heavily into like.
Was he wrong though? Was he wrong? Was he wrong? And the answer to that's no. He was not wrong, actually.
What it means to be a tank player, and I think. Talking about
still absolutely not. It won't happen. It literally won't happen. Because what he said,
I can see it here in little previews.
What he said,
next map is
what Jeff said,
really captures, I think,
was that if they tuned all that stuff back, then they'd have to look at heroes like Doomfist, Tracer, Ball, and they are countered by CC. So he's saying that they don't want to really change those heroes, and the only reason they would even have to change those heroes is because they want to have to get rid of all the CC.
Spent a part of their life there, so it's pretty.
So it's not going to happen. They'll tone it down if anything.
Overwatch version of.
But then they have to tone those heroes down too. That's what they're saying is there's trade-offs.
Vibrant club, you get to visit where Lucio's club is.
If anything is taught us about Overwatch, is when there's major trade-offs, they don't want to touch it.
Barbecue place, it's another map. We're just having a lot of fun creating different details and this aspirational version of this location.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go flame them on stream. Like that doesn't work. Not that he probably would anyways, but that was the most fair thing that could have been said.
So we're just having fun with these maps.
I think
they should have flamed them on stream. They could have stopped this shit from happening.
It's not going to work. Because what they're saying is they could tone other stuff down, but then if they tone the other stuff down, the other heroes have to be toned as well. And there's so many things they'd have to tune in a row that would take literally years to rebalance.
Moving like Madara.
Obviously, I don't want you to give away too much.
Oh my god!
But we're not talking too heavily.
Why drop a tank and throw the game into entire balance instead?
It's kind of a community.
Hi, we're on the same page.
If it was real, people can come there for free. He's a community.
Right, so I do have a question for Jeff. Sorry to cut you off, Mitch, but I do have a question if that's fine. So if I'm pretty sure like way back in the day there was like an interview that I read that was like
2 tanks right now.
5 was too small and 7 was too big for the roster limit, and then 6 was perfect. But like I'm kind of curious like where along like the Overwatch timeline did that philosophy kind of change?
You know who
like,
said that, chat?
Was it like
Jeff?
people learning
I
how
know
to
that article he's talking about.
Like
Jeff said that.
All of this, yeah. I mean,
we get a mod check?
I mean, we've known so
Can
much
we get a mod check for Jeff? Can we get a mod check, Jeff?
Before everything, and you could just play 5 Winston's. In fact, we had an internal tournament where that was the strategy. 5 Winston's hands, and it marinates for a while, making changes.
But playing 5 fucking Winstons is so different from actually having 6 players on the map. Like, guys, I'm sorry. The amount of cope that people have in these arguments to sit there and say, like, shit like, oh, I mean, well, we lost hero limits at one point, so you can pick 6 That's such bullshit. I'm sorry. It is such absolute bullshit that you would even attempt to make that analogy. Bullshit. Call it for what it is. Bullshit. I mean, just ridiculous.
Your opinion on this stuff definitely changes, so I think over time...
they cut away because they just watched the Winston explode.
Still keeping an open mind.
So they cut away from it? Are you kidding me?
Doing some of these kind of changes and then coming over...
You know what's really funny? They lied straight through their teeth in this broadcast. They're lying right now. They're lying. They sat there and they said, oh, we're still open to listening to changes, but they're lying because the game engine could not ever handle 6v6. Because they came out this year and said the optimization was not there. So are they just lying straight through their teeth right now, directly to the players saying, yeah, we'll listen, but we can't do it? Dude, like looking back on this shit, it's like, man, this just, it pisses me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. If one tank feeds, right, there's still a really good chance you win that fight. Because if they were low and you get another, you trade a tank right after, you can still win the fight. What this is showing is if that tank dies, they immediately lose.
I mean, I'm no stranger to peacocking. Look at what I'm wearing. But this is great.
You want to talk about and the toxicity and stuff isn't something I really talk about too much. Like, oh, that'll cause toxicity. It's not something that's big on, like something I talk about too much. But to be honest with you, people are going to be micromanaged to all hell. It's going to be insane.
Second phase, all of a sudden, it's less about chokes and overpasses, and it's just
improve the options the players have to solve situations.
Are there going to be previous maps in Overwatch 1 that will be reworked, or?
We don't know.
Can you not say? Is that secret?
No.
Or?
I don't know.
Okay, fair
no,
enough.
the answer to that is no. They haven't even thought of that.
Look, you've got one less hero on the battlefield. Your maps are
he just talked about how they thought about a design philosophy. They'll change all the heroes CC and how they'll change. They change his hero CC, then they have to balance other heroes. That is not a hidden secret. They've never thought of that.
Like, you know, if you go too far one direction, right, it can seem quite barren. Here,
visually as well as gameplay wise.
This really has like a Dorado feel, almost, right? We have sort of payloads that are moving through under.
The thing I'm realizing more than anything is even though these players aren't like that good, obviously, like you can tell, like, you know, they're not very high level, obviously. The DPS players and the support players are actually making impactful plays here and there sometimes. The tank players have made no impact. Zero. Nada. So if you're talking about in perspective scale, if they also aren't making any plays, but the DPS can, and they're all around the same rank, and the support can, that tells me either tank is now extremely difficult to play, A, B, or just completely unimpactful.
It's so powerful. You can see where Widow is right there.
Or C,
line of sight on everything up there.
There's something that I'm not seeing yet.
Is Universal ult charge nerfed, or is it just as a result of the
huge barrier Reinhardt? But certainly, yeah, should have healed there first probably, but you know, he went for it. Yeah, so like, there's a lot of changes we can make now.
Oh, what, the Hog made a micro mistake? That all of his teammates who are also the same level have all been making even worse mistakes? Oh wait, it's noticeable because it's a solo tank.
Maybe we can bring that back, especially in a world in the hero themselves now. Because if you get to win...
Listen, I am all for this crashing and burning. Because it has to happen. The fake culture that will just glaze has to implode. Like, and the community needs to see this. You need to, like, I hate to say this, but goddamn it, it's true. It's true. All of these things were there and prevalent, and so many people, Blizzard themselves, desperately tried to point the other way, badmouth certain people, do all this shit, and yet the second many of us saw this, we knew exactly what it was. Bullshit. So, like, watching, like, the takes age like milk and people look back and realize, oh, shit, wait a minute, like, a lot of this stuff actually was pretty obvious. It will hopefully implode, like, the superficial culture that's been created. It's ludicrous. And I want no part in that culture. Want no part in it. It's fake. It doesn't work. It's how you destroy things that you love. And this is why you don't pander, chat. This is why you don't pander, because then you end up in a lopsided game that's lost its identity, like Overwatch 2. It's so sad.
And be threatening, like, with all this extra damage, and just be hard to kill. You're just space by existing.
What an animal.
obviously.
Wow, that was really exciting.
I'm curious if
both the tanks did a lot there to each other.
Tank fight, and you'll play main tank about game design. So that's what I kind of wondered. Like outside of just
that's totally what I was getting at.
Sort of balance a tank to make them feel powerful without just pumping numbers into their primary fight.
Yeah. I think that's probably a design philosophy that I'm maybe not qualified to talk about.
No, I think you are. I
wasn't actually asking you, but you can weigh in on it first.
Okay, yeah, I'll just keep speaking. That's good. No, that's good. I'll stop speaking. That's good.
No, see, I think I would take Super balancing this game over Jeff Goodman in a heartbeat. Are we kidding? Don't be humble, Super. Don't be humble. Those guys had no idea what they were doing. No clue.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's like.
So it feels like almost responsibility as a tank player is almost ticked up a notch there, because you got to be a jack of all trades in some cases.
Especially if crowd control gets reduced to a point where you're looking for to counter something specific, like you're looking for.
Yeah, but now why is the stream talked about if we did this, if we made it all CC better? Like, did they just get the idea during the stream and now they're like, oh shit, that's pretty good. We should talk about that. Like, we should do that.
I think they did. What if this is around the time where they figured out the engine couldn't handle 6v6? Like, it seems to me like they scrambled into this because they had to. That's what this gives me the vibe of, like hearing what they were saying. Like, they very clearly did not think about most of this stuff. Like, clearly it wasn't thought about. Like, very, very clearly. I bet you anything that's what happened. They're like, how can we make this look like a new game? Like, they knew the PvE wasn't coming out at this point. They knew it. So it's like, how can we make the PvP look like a new game? I don't know, dude.
It's up and you save it, try to keep an eye on him. And conversely, if you're a character who
it's fucking wild
for, like Reaper or something like that, once
they knew you and the Mongols are strong, and now they're trying to break you up. Frown, I'm actually pretty sad about it.
Listen, nothing about. Okay, can I just be clear very quickly? All the anger and all the things I'm talking about has nothing to do with me playing tank and Emon playing tank. It has nothing to do with that. Like, it literally has nothing.
Well, it should have something to do with it.
And this is literally genuinely about for the whole game.
Because you're right, Flats. Because you were right. You were fucking right.
That's a big part of it as well. Like, it's not just when you fire, but you're getting hit by.
Dude, let's super talk once. Holy shit, dude.
Seems like it. Yeah, it has more of an impact. It's not like when you're fighting for your life with 9 other people. Superman, I mean, naturally, these are changes that, some of them you thought about before, obviously having played so much tank, and maybe you wish for some of these, and, I'd love to get some of your
super hostage
on how tank is going to feel, and heading into Overwatch 2, as I'm sure you'll be strapped in and playing.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I have to get a chance to play it first, but based on what I've seen, it looks like, tank's going to have a lot more pressure, I feel like, or a lot more of a role to play, because you don't really have that second tank to help you out and kind of help clean up your mistakes, if you will. Like, if you get hooked, you get a bubble or matrix or whatever it may be. So I feel like in general it looks like tanks are going to play a lot smarter. But you do get the plus side of having both supports only focus on you as opposed to having two. So I think it'll be interesting.
Well,
and so will the other tank, which creates a massive stalemate instead of the song and dance, which is Overwatch, which is why you see so many games nowadays where you have more than 1k damage per single elimination. By the way, after this point, they had giga-buffed every support in the game.
We're interested to hear some of your thoughts, of course, as the live stream goes, and as we get first on what we have so far.
Oh man, I really like seeing all the new hero looks and the map visuals, and the UI updates have been really cool, especially as a support player. I'm seeing a lot of little UI updates for support heroes, and I'm really excited about them. So yeah.
Absolutely. You and me both obviously have a support man as well, so I'm looking forward to teasing a little bit more out of our devs.
Turn down the update. We mean turn down the update.
A little bit more about Overwatch 2, and of course, yes, we will be showing another map in just a moment. So let's take the opportunity to sort of bring these devs back in, of course. Obviously, Jeff and Dion have given us
I didn't watch this yet.
So far, because something that was teased.
Dude, Spots is so sad, dude. He's so sad. Oh my god.
Do not do it.
Is, it's a game that's set a little bit further, sort of in a sense as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love that you kind of this is cheeky. You're kind of teasing little bits of the story or how the world changes out as we go. So that's just.
Yeah, honestly, I don't give a fuck about this kind of shit. And if you do, I'm really sorry. So if you want to go to another stream, come back.
Are there any big timestamps that I should go to from this point out? Because if it's just an hour, 12 minutes of us reacting to this, does he rant at the end? Oh my goodness. Okay, here he goes. Let's skip to the end here.
Game after game after game after game after. tank it is. They're going to have to learn those heroes every single time from the ground up, and what you're going to have is you're going to have inflections of SR within somewhere of 800 to 1,000, where you're going to be 1 week you have some 4,500 Chad Winston player on your team, then it goes to a Roadhog meta and they can't fucking aim on Hog, and all of a sudden they're a fucking 3,500 caliber player, and they have to go all the way down the ladder, and they're having that awful time losing game after game after game after game after game after game after game.
Flavor of the month.
Winston, and their team just flames the shit out of them, like, oh, you're forcing this dog shit hero, why are you doing that, you're ruining my games, etc. blah 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 blah. You are literally going to absolutely kill not only the tank player experience but those other players experience, because the way that the game has always run, as the reason there was 2 tanks, they have no idea what they're talking about. As they said earlier in the live stream, we can go back and find it. They said that that double main tank is oppressive. There has been no double main tank other than that weird goats rush that they did in contenders 2 years ago, where you played Winston, Ryan, Boomba comp, and you just full send.
Not once was there ever a double main tank meta. Ever. How could they come out on broadcast and say that? That's how I knew it was chalked right away. No clue what they were talking about. No idea. Literally no idea.
Into their team. No professional and high-level teams have ever really played double main tank, because double main tank has been garbage other than the very week or two, like Arissa Ryan was good or whatever the fuck that was going on. It has never been like that. It never has been like that. It never will be like that. The fact that they think that is actually how it works is fucking scary, and that you're going to change the game on a level that is going to completely change Overwatch for what it is now. It will not resemble it at all when this happens, and you're either going to A, find a brand new player base, or and your old player base is going to be isolated away, or B, your current player base is going to somehow find a way to work with it, and the new player base and them are going to clash, because those new players are going to be trying to learn everything at once. Those old players are going to be very stuck in their old ways, because they're going to be very good at certain heroes and very not good at certain heroes, and it's going to create a power dynamic between players of both DPS support and tank, where it's going to not only increase toxicity, but it's going to increase or decrease your player experience based on what the meta is, to a level that is amplified 100 times worse than it is now. People hate when the meta gets stuck. They hate when it gets stuck because they don't like the heroes that are in it, whether it was double shield, whether they're not a fan of, if you're a Mercy player, you hate Rush. If you're a Lucio player, you hate Poke. Whatever it is, you're stuck in that meta even worse now, because if you don't play that one hero that you need, it is actually amplified 10 times more, because before you could kind of get away with it until you got really high up. You would still have some friction, you just have some pushback, but at least people can be like, well, I want to play meta, but that guy's not playing it, so we just have to deal with it. Now you're putting it on one person, and if that one person doesn't do it, you're fucking screwed.
But Flats, if you didn't get the correct tank synergy in Overwatch 1, you automatically lost the game. Dude, he literally, guys, it took me about a year to settle on this and make the thing that he realized, but he fucking predicted it the second he saw it. I didn't focus on the psychological aspect like he did here. I was more so focused on the frontline exchange and what needed to change on that and the actual gameplay loop. But the psychology, he fucking nailed. He nailed it. The second he saw it, he knew. How is it that it's taken this long for people to even start to talk about it at face value? You would think this is a clip from a season ago. But now he's at the point of apathy. He knew it the second he saw it. So did every tank player. So that begs the question, what the hell was going on internally at Team 4?
And even better yet, that one person is not going to be inclined to, because they will not be rewarded, because of what I just witnessed. The tank players on both sides made no plays for 4 maps. One guy made a play on second point on second map on Hog. He got 3 hooks, and that was the biggest plays of any tank player through the 4 fucking maps. So you're going to be forced as a tank player to play certain roles, to play the meta, and you're not going to be rewarded for it. You're just going to be picking the hero that you're going to have to pick to satisfy the rest of the group, the rest of the team, that you don't get rolled, and then it's going to become a coin flip of who feeds first, who doesn't feed. The skill ceiling has to go through the roof at that point. But it's actually become so high that it's not going to be obtainable, because of how many different heroes you're going to have to learn and how many different play styles you have to learn for each and every single one of them. You're going to make the player experience so dog shit. I didn't think it was possible to make it worse, but you found a way. I should say congrats. Koga, thanks for the 5. Vinyata, thanks for the huge 5. Frostkoi, thanks for the huge tier 1 as well. Welcome to the
Let's go!
Chat. You're fucking knee deep. Can't wait to go waist deep.
This is a sad day.
Oh, that was worth things for the 2 over 2 months as well. Appreciate it.
He's right.
You want to talk tank diff? You know what tank diff is now? Oh boy.
He's right.
Oh boy. Tank Def now, just who exists longer.
IDK, what happened, bro?
Part of 5v5 is the lack of good comp names. No more.
You want to know what happened? I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. Fuck it. I got no ties to the fake culture anymore. I'll say it. You want to know what it is? You want to know what it was? It's the content creator space, especially in the Overwatch scene. You will not do well in this space if you have controversial takes that go against the status quo. And I'm not calling Flats a shill here, by the way, just to be clear. This is just what the content creator space in the world is right now, especially when it came to Blizzard and Overwatch 2. I did the same shit. I was willing to wait and see, and as was Flats, but he's been, to be fair, very honest about his opinions about playing tank the entire fucking time, to give him credit. Other people weren't so much, though. You can't have takes like mine were, or present shit like that, at least back then, and do well in the Overwatch scene. You can't. You just can't.
I need healing.
Richard, thanks for the pound. Because he would have gotten shunned down by a lot of people. It's not his fault. He's been honest the whole time. And honestly, like, I got to give Flats credit. He's played the neutral so well, where he will entertain both ideas, he will entertain both arguments, and he will hear it out and change his opinion based on the facts. And it's a pain to deal with. That's some hard-ass shit to do. But I hope in the future he always trusts his gut. Because he was on the fucking money, man. He was more right about this than I was back then. I had to wait and see, and then I started arguing. But he was on the damn money from the beginning because he's a tank player. Of course he gets it. He was in the trenches as a tank every single day against Double Shield as fucking Reinhardt and Winston and all this shit. And grinding. And he was grinding. No one knows it better than him because he lives it every single day. So he fucking nailed this. Give him credit. Give him credit. Nailed it.
Or double bubble. No more super monkey ball. No more hog and ball torture.
I mean, you want to talk about the biggest tragedy of it is
on the money.
You lose what Overwatch is.
Thank you. Full rant video up on sometime today.
Oh, I've got a whole schedule plan now. I've got a whole schedule plan. Where's Sam?
I didn't even know what's going on.
I've never had a more perfect emote or alert than for right now. H-Bar, thanks for the huge 5. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys hanging out here today. If you haven't followed the stream, by the way, make sure you follow the stream before you go. If you're headed out, if you're hanging out for a little bit to see how it keeps going, because I think me and Sam and a lot of other creators might hop into Discord and talk about it.
I miss these guys, man. I love those guys, dude. Seriously. I will say, like, before I kind of went off on my own, like, some of the best times I had was just, like, shooting the shit with Jay and shooting the shit with Flats and Frito and SVB. Like, we had a great group, man. We had a great fucking group. We had a great fucking group. And you know what? Like, I think if that group got more credit, we could have stopped some shit like this from happening. But, you know, do you guys want the truth from me, to be honest with you? Like, one of the big reasons that I wanted to go off on my own is because I knew with the type of content that I was making and what I needed to say, I thought, to make this game better, that it was going to be controversial, and I did not want my friends to be dragged down by that. Do you want the truth? And I still kind of think that way. That's why you don't see me duo with, like, other streamers, or you don't see me, you know, go on any show that's not the Group Up podcast or anything like that, you know? I don't want to drag my friends down. Because, look, they do well, you know, and that's all I want for them, you know. That's all I want for them. Like, I'll find my path. I'll work hard. I will find my path. It's something I've done my whole life. You know, I'm good with that. But, you know, I didn't want to be a ball and chain to my friends, you know. Even now, it's kind of the same way. So I wish them all well. But, again, like, look at how I was treated. And granted, I have a sharp tongue for a reason, because I wanted to stop this from happening. But I was right. That's what you got to ask yourself. Were we right? The answer is yes. But, like, you know, you can't I didn't want to put my friends in that kind of position. I didn't. And so, like, if one of us has to become the villain, I'll do it. Fuck it. That's fine.
So apparently I should go into the Overwatch stream and tell them their game shit and dead. Let a community come on, LOL. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. But at the same time, though, my only criticism of him was saying that this is very good for Overwatch League, because it's not. Like, it's good for the money in the pockets of the teams. It's terrible for the players. So, PK Fry, thanks for the huge prime. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow. Is it just as opposed to how Sam usually treats the dev team? Sam's normally very, very harsh. And to be honest with you, I typically try not to be as harsh. But I can't not be harsh today.
I don't want to be harsh.
6x have to kick someone out. All players lose their job. Ladder becomes toxic if they don't play meta. I mean, the list is going to go even on. But like, from their point of view, they can say, "Oh, well, it was already toxic. That's all you guys."
And by the way, like, that's why I kind of got ran out so quickly of like the mainstream Overwatch scene. Or like, I won't say I got blackballed, but like, it was way easier and way more like easy for them to get rid of a guy like me. Even though I was right. Even though all the takes that I said aged like wine. What can you do?
About that, you know. Barry Force thanks for the tier 1 as well. Appreciated. Sam rarely likes 5v5. Yeah, well, you know who I've also seen? I saw Craggy tweet out that he liked 5v5 and thought it was going to be more competitive. Craggy also hates roll lock because Craggy's a very good flex player. Craggy's one of those players that can play everything very, very well.
And to be fair,
super talented.
To be fair, my original take was wait and see. Because again, I wasn't looking at it from a tank player's perspective. Then that night, I went back and played it and I was like, yeah, this is not it. And then I was like, okay, let's wait and see. But honestly, guys, like, if I did not have my obligations to Mayhem, I think when this came out, and I didn't have my obligations to like maintain the relationship with Blizzard, I would have had a very different opinion. And when I realized that I was filtering myself because of where I was surrounding myself, I began to hate content creation because it wasn't me. And I'll just be totally honest with you about that. Like, back then, like, I felt myself, because I make an obligation, like, how life works. Like, if you make an obligation, like, I want to see it through, right? Like, if I make an obligation to something, I want to see that through, and I want to honor the obligation that I've made. I felt like if I was sitting there just hard flaming everything they did, because it was bad, even though it did end up being bad, I wasn't being honest to the obligations that I made. Because, again, like, I think good people honor the obligations that they've made. But one of the big reasons I had a lot of internal conflict with myself was that I felt like I was losing my soul because of it. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth losing your soul.
But not everybody's like that, and it makes the ladder really fucking... If you played Roll Q, and you played before Roll Q, you know that Roll Q was a good thing for the game. Was it good for competitive, high-level Overwatch League play? You see less comps, maybe not. Do you know what was good for the game, though? Yes, you do. It brought a lot of balance to the game.
DPS Raiders do video about hypocrisy and content creators? No, I have not.
Oh, DPS players like going 5v5? Well, I mean... 5 me one tank player. That's your goal, chat. 5 me one tank player who says it's a good idea. Sakar bike? I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. Thanks for the huge prime, dude. I appreciate it. 5 me one. Talk with Emong. I don't want to bring Emong stream down. Boger. Oh, Boger likes it. Boger! Boger, do you like it? I don't know if he's still here. Guido likes it. Guido plays ball. You're basically solo tanking at that point anyways. To be honest with you, if you look at this game and you say, I like it based on personal, like, oh, it's good for me. I hate to say it because I like a lot of people that are saying, like, oh, it's good. You're kind of being a piece of shit. Because, like, now you could say you like it because you like the idea of it competitively, right? If you say, like, oh, like, you know, like, I think that this could be competitively really good, right? If that's what you think, fine. But if you like that idea because it personally benefits you, you're kind of being a piece of shit. It's being selfish.
He knew.
Because at that point, you don't want what's good for the game. You want what's good for you. And as somebody who has advocated when things were, even my own heroes were too strong in the past, and said, nerf them, it's kind of dog shit. Like, for example, when Ryan had 50% steadfast, I was like, no, that's too strong. That needs to get nerfed. Like, it was way too strong. And it got nerfed. I was someone that highly said, yes, Ryan Steadfast is too strong. 100%. I stood by it. But it's funny when, you know.
Damn. He's so sad.
You are the better Ryan and the Ryan King.
New maps look great.
Wait, hang on. Shut up, LMAO. Main tank people whining don't want what's good for the game because his role got changed. You understand my role was dead for a year and we dealt with it, right? You do understand that it actually affects off tanks more than it does main tanks. You do understand it'll affect every single tank player because the way the meta will work is you have to play one meta tank at a time, and the way the off tank is played and the way the main tank is played is very, very different. You understand they've had different play styles all this time. There's nobody who's just a tank player. Anyone who comes in your game and says, I'm a tank player, is typically dog shit. You typically say, I play main tank or I play off tank. If someone comes in my chat and says, hey, I want to get better, and they tell me their heroes are Hog, Diva, Ryan, Winston, and Orisa, I go, why the fuck are you playing 2 different roles at once? Because you're playing dog shit. You don't even understand how to play the game. That's your first problem. So to sit there and be like, you're just whining. Do you even understand anything about the game, or are you fucking plat? Tell me your plat without telling me your plat.
Let's go.
Jesus.
He's literally me.
Steven Timothy, thanks for the tier 1 as well. I appreciate it.
He's pre-mayhem me, dude.
Well, that's the problem. If you buff tanks, it's not about main tanks or off tanks. Just don't get it twisted. It has nothing to do with main tanks or off tanks. It has to do with the tank category, period. If you overbuff tanks to compensate, then it becomes tank diff every game, and tank players are dominating, and everyone else doesn't have fun.
Oh!
If you underpower them, then the tank players are useless. They just stand there and try not to feed an AFK, and then
the 5v5 conundrum, and this is why the format is not solvable. Holy shit, he predicted it. Oh my God. Flats predicted the problems the devs spent years trying to fix in less than 30 minutes. In less than 30 minutes after seeing the 5v5 announcement. And you're telling me the developer team who Activision Blizzard was spending millions on could not fucking figure that out? Are we going to blame Bobby Kotick for this too? Is it Bobby Kotick's fault? Or is it Team 4's fault? Guys, Team 4 has been part of the problem this entire time. Like, I'm sorry. They just were. They were the problem. The hero design was the problem. Whatever they thought the game was, they never knew. Ever. They never knew it. Never. They even said they accidentally made the game, and yet somehow it's controversial to say that. I mean, I don't know.
The tank players don't have fun and they don't want to queue the role. You know what I think is that's the choice that they've made, because if they have one only tank player, it's more likely because it'll reduce queue times by 50% by only having one of those. Removing 1 DPS is better? No, that's definitely ain't it either. Town things with 333 by the way. Just no. Also, thanks for the 1500 bits. New maps look great. That's true.
I didn't even know what's going on.
Never had a better time than for that than right now. Nacho, thanks for the 2 for 6 months, and my guy, my friend, thanks for the huge 5 gifted as well. Appreciated. Thanks so much. Like I hate to say it, but like there's so many people that just don't understand. Like you sit there and like you're whining, but you don't even have an understanding of the game. That's like me talking about like the economy and saying like, you know, how a certain company going out of business would greatly affect the stock market, and you fucking are still in fucking 2nd grade doing coloring books. Like, what is your opinion at that point? You don't even understand. You have no idea what the repercussions is. Like, you're saying like, oh, you can't go fucking buy your favorite bag of chips from a store. It's like, I don't care if the store closed down. It's gonna fucking ruin everything in this whole. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're talking about. Like, that's literally the levels we're talking about.
I'm on fire.
Some of us are lower than top 2 tank. No, 100%. I'm not stupid. Like, I know that, but you're not
sucks
sitting
for
there going, you're
casuals.
just whining, are you? I don't think you are. Little Stick, by the way, thanks for the huge tier 1, appreciated. Yeah, if you're not, then it doesn't affect you. I'm talking specifically to people like, you're just crying, you're just whining. It's like, have you ever been in my stream? How often does that happen? Like, other than just like, damn, this doesn't feel good. Man, fuck. Like, this is like legitimately real. Removing roll lock won't help it either, though.
I was excited about, and now I couldn't care less about it. They've literally said fuck you to pretty much every tank player. They better give us a 6v6 mode. Guarantee it would be more populated.
No, it honestly wouldn't, because the competitive play and quick play are what keeps the game alive. And if you isolated those, you'd isolate the player base even more, and they ain't gonna do that. They already kind of wish they didn't do quick play classic, because it made it even more sparse. mean, look at the people's tweets that were on it. That were like, yeah, like they're not excited. Nobody's excited. People are open-minded. People are like, yeah, fuck it, I'm open-minded, but nobody's excited.
That's such a good way
I think
to
it's
put
set in stone entirely, unless there's a major pushback. Like it has to be major. At least Swaz will duo with me again. Not wrong. What's major pushback look like? You'll know it when you see it. Tweeting Overwatch doesn't do anything. Social media manager ain't there.
Yeah, we tried to fucking push back, and then we had to chew through all the nonsense, dude. You guys know how much nonsense like we had to chew through just to get this conversation to happen? Like, I had to fight a fucking war just to get the game that we actually liked back. That's how fake some of this shit is. Seriously. And I'm just gonna call it for what it is. That, like, look at how much we had to argue just to get the game back that we liked. And we're not even sure it's going to actually come back. Well, it will. They're out of ideas for 5v5, but, you know.
So is it impossible to balance 5v5 with the tank role? I'm struggling with this hard. My opinion, then they would have to make a rotation of like what becomes the strongest tank every once in a while. Like everything being balanced would be really tough. Dude, imagine we literally went through fucking BlizzCon. We went through BlizzCon. Got no PvP shit. Got put in the dark and said wait, and then we got handed that. I honestly don't care if SCP's arguing for it. It's dog shit. The community is there's like a few creators that are like, yeah, like, you know, like I'm either open to it or saying yeah. It's 110% dog shit. I literally don't care. Like I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not trying to be rude. I genuinely do not care.
He was me, bro. How the roles have reversed. Oh my goodness.
I genuinely do not fucking care. We want to talk about it? We'll talk about it.
What's up, bro?
You want to talk about it? We'll talk about it.
Wow. All right. Well, look, I mean, guys, he predicted all of it. He predicted all of it. Shout out to Flats, man. He knew his shit, and that's because he's in the trenches every day, which goes to show you how does a random creator who just grinds the game every day, how did he know it better than the actual developers? Maybe, just maybe, the claims that we've made about the developers from back then not understanding their game at all, actually has some claim to it. Crazy. And you know what's even crazier? Going back and looking at all of our initial reactions to this. Patch notes are out. Oh, Christ have mercy. We'll go react to that next. Jesus. Okay. Please don't ruin season 12. The fact that this was our initial reaction, how this was a lot common from a lot of people to have this kind of reaction. Now, fuck, God damn it, BP, patch notes not out. You little rat. Just goes to show you how skewed the Overwatch scene became. Seriously. Unreal. Unfreaking real. But man, Flats, on the money, dude. I hope this opens his eyes a little bit to the debate now. Like, Flats, let's just say it, brother. You're a 6v6er. Just say it. Just say it. It's not taboo anymore. We knocked that door down. Don't worry. I helped do that. Now you're free to have your own opinion. You're not the villain. I'll fall on the sword. I don't care. I'll fall on the sword. I just want a game that I love. I'll go find my piece somewhere else. That's cool. But at least now y'all don't have to fall on the sword for it to be taboo to like 6v6 better. It was a better fucking game. Every role had more play options. It was more fun. This was a big mistake. We revert. You knew it the second you saw it, and that's because you're not an idiot, dude. And that's why I love you, because you're not an idiot. And you tried it, and even though you knew the second it came out that it was going to be shit, you still tried it. You still tried it, and you gave them a fair chance to fix it. And so did I, to be clear. So did I. It was just really clear that they can't solve it. So we can stop the cope here about 5v5. We can stop the cope. It's a dog shit format. It's a worse game. It's Overwatch Lite. This is the shit they can keep on the Switch and Overwatch Mobile. But for the real Overwatch players, we want the real game back. Not this fucking dog shit. Not this, soda you left out on the counter for a day and it lost all its fizz and it's gone flat. No, I want a Dr. Pepper straight out of the fridge, baby. I want a Mountain Dew straight out of the fridge. I'll pop the can and we'll make it work. We're chilling. That's what I want. I want my Mountain Dew Baja Blast straight out the freaking fountain machine. None of this trash shit. And yeah, October of 2020 was the best state the game ever was in. It was. God damn it. It was. And no, Aaron, you'll never be able to get 5v5 to that point because you'll never, ever be able to recreate that dynamic gameplay loop where every hero can make a play on each other, because in 5v5, both the supports and tanks are Giga supports, and you will never change that, and you will never recreate the gameplay loop. I don't care if queue times are lower. Overwatch has always been a steakhouse. It's not been McDonald's. Don't try to make a steakhouse McDonald's. Learn how to cook better steaks. You guys are very capable of doing it because Season 12, like a lot of the assets you put in are gorgeous. So I know you guys are a steakhouse. You're best of breed for a reason. Cater to that. You guys can do it. Okay. Very funny video there. All right, guys. Let me pee. What's GS Raiders video? Are the patch notes actually out? Where is this kid's second channel? GS. What is this? Where's this kid's second channel? Bro, he doesn't even have a single video up. What are you guys talking about? Family-friendly Overwatch YouTuber? I searched Raider OW. It's not here, bro. Look. It's not even here. What do you mean? You guys are trolling me. Oh. Am I not sub to Raider? All right, bro. I got you.
Hey guys, welcome to my
my final video on 6v6 5v5.
First video on my second channel. First off, I want to get out of the way that if I sound different or sound sick, I have a cold. I'm just getting over it. Anyways, I thought this would be a good topic to start off my second channel, and probably to the dismay of most of you, this ain't even gonna be about 6v6 or 5v5, because truthfully, I don't care about 6v6 or 5v5. Personally, I'm still gonna play the game. I'm still gonna make content on it, so it really doesn't matter. If it goes to 6v6, I'm still gonna find things to complain about, because at the end of the day, I'm playing the game, like 6 hours a day. So no matter what, it's gonna be miserable. But you know, to me, 5v5 ain't even that bad. Which is funny I'm saying this because a lot of people thought I made the shield video, which by the way, that's going to be the main topic of today. I'm going to go deeper into that and why I made that video, because a lot of dumb fucks clearly missed the point. A lot of people think I made that video because I'm a huge 6v6er, and you know, if I don't get my way, then everyone who says 5v5 is better is a shield. No, that is not at all why I made that video. Let me tell you why I made that video. I made that video because I believe in eye for an eye. A huge example of the hypocrisy is SVB and his podcast. He's always on that podcast talking about, oh, I'm tired of the shill accusations. Oh, the shill accusations are so stupid. But when he has guests on the podcast who send negativity to the other side, to 6v6ers, it's no problem. Because let's talk about the reason I made that video. Number one, Custa wants to come at Samito, by the way. It could have been anyone. A lot of people think I defend Samito a lot. I'm going to talk about him later in the video, but yeah, it could have been anyone. And just the hypocrisy of Custa coming for Samito, calling him a grifter when he's a fucking Blizzard dick rider, just blows my mind. Okay. You know, it's okay.
Let me just bury the hatchet real quick. Look, I said this and I meant it. I think what Custa said was incredibly out of line, ridiculous, but he's entitled to his opinion. And like, I don't dislike the guy. Genuinely, I don't. I really don't. Like, I don't think he's a bad dude. He's entitled to his opinion. I think people saw straight through the bullshit, and that's fine. I understand, however, why Raider made the video. I do understand that, because I do think there's a big aspect of the culture that was fake, and luckily it got ripped through really quickly, and that did not end up sticking. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got a lot to do with, you know, just the state of the game in general, and then what ended up happening. Even guys like Flats predicting this, and people just wanted to vilify me for it, but I'm okay with that. I fell on that sword, and that comes with the territory. That's fine. But to say I don't think it's fair to SVB, because when you're a podcast host, like, you want to try to bring on guests from many different perspectives, right? I have no problem with, and by the way, like, I'm the one that he said that shit about. I have no problem at all with SVB bringing other people on the guests. He should try to get people from different perspectives on. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. We don't bury hatchets. We burn bridges. Oh my God. So, like, look, to be honest, I don't really give a shit what he thinks either. Again, you want me to be really honest? I don't give a shit what anybody in the Blizzard circle thinks, because it's proven to me to be incompetent. So I don't care. Respectfully, I don't care. I want it to be good, and I'll continue to advise it to be good, because I want the game for myself and my community to be good. But to say, like, this is like an SVB thing, or like SVB's kind of at fault for it, I don't think that's fair. Like, that should be your goal as a podcast host, as a show host. You want to get different perspectives from different people. That's good. That is good. And ideas clash, because ideas clashing is how you become productive. Is it always simple and nice and easy? No, it's not easy. It's not always nice, but it's how you actually accept and learn different things. That process is not something that you should frown upon or fear. It's something that you should learn how to embrace if you want to grow and change, because growing and changing is not meant to be comfortable. What's comfortable is being complacent, and there is nothing worse for human life than complacency. At least what I believe, because that means your journey stopped if you're complacent. And for me, I've learned that life is not about the destination. It's about the journey. And it's really easy to take the journey for granted. But that journey and changing and people growing is an important part of growth. It's an important part of life. And that's why for me, it's like, even when Cuss is out there saying that shit, I don't wish ill on the guy. I still don't hate the guy. I honestly thought it was kind of funny. Some of it was disrespectful, but that got shot down real quick. So that's fine. I wish him well, and I don't want the beef I don't want there to be beef or anything to continue. It's not productive. I don't care about that. I'm not going to learn anything from that, and neither will he. And to give him credit, he's actually gone out on the group ups and actually tried to put himself out there. And I've seen some of the comments, what people say about him. I've seen him. I'm not going to lie, the comment section absolutely fucking cooks him. And he definitely should not have spoken about me that way. But, like, I don't think, like, when I see someone step in the ring and put their ideas out there and talk about stuff, even if I disagree with it, I want to give them some respect, even if they don't respect me, because at that point it says more about them than it says about me, and I don't give a damn. So, you know, it's just, it's not, like, to say that that's somehow a bad thing from SVB, I disagree with. He's the platform that hosts the show. Giving people voices is a good thing. So, did he ever apologize? Hell no. He's never going to apologize, dude. Like, what? Like, no.
For them to send negativity to Samito and 6v6ers, but when, oh, it's my friends, you can't be mean to my friends, you can't call my friends shields, guys. It's so stupid, and they gaslight you into making you think that we're spewing bullshit and they're not Blizzard. Bro, they're Blizzard dick riders, okay? Call it a shield, call it a dick rider, call it a fucking meat muncher. If you're close to Blizzard, you have to be a fucking yes man, bro. It's with every game, so they can try to gaslight you into thinking we're just trying to be negative, but it's a fact, bro. It's with every game. Look at Call of Duty. All the fucking Call of Duty dick riders get the stuff early, get early releases, get to play the game early. Now let's look at all the
to be clear, that is Activision culture. I will shoot straight. Raider is completely right. This happened a lot in the Call of Duty scene, where people who were critical of Call of Duty's decisions with, like, MW2, dog shit game, then MW3, also dog shit game, they weren't getting flown out to events. That's how this business works. That is how this business works. This is how this business works. He is right. That is Activision culture. It's not Overwatch culture.
Instances where 5v5ers or, you know, the Blizzard dick riders send hate to 6v6ers for simply wanting the better format. And like I said, I'm not even a huge 6v6er, bro. Like I said, I couldn't care less if they go to 5v5 or if they say 5v5 or move to 6v6.
And by the way, to be clear, in order to get 6v6 conversation on the table, the people who wanted 6v6 had to be very aggressive, or else Blizzard wouldn't have talked about it. There was no option. There was no option but to be aggressive with the arguments. You had to. Because the amount of shit and lies we had to chew through just to make the discussion valuable was I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. Like, just, never.
Make much fucking brain power to realize that 5v5 is just a fundamentally flawed format, and it doesn't take a fucking genius to realize why 6v6 didn't work. They totally ignore the fact that Overwatch 2 now is a free-to-play game, so they bring up numbers like popularity. They totally don't mention the fact that if double shield was a problem, because, oh my god, bro, that's the main thing people always say, that maybe they could just, you know, remove a shield and have Orisa like she is now. It doesn't take much brain power to bring up clips like these where people constantly look back to and refer back to as why 6v6 was a flawed format, and just like not think to yourselves, well, maybe they should have just fucking removed stuns. Those are all simple solutions, but if you look at 5v5, nobody knows, bro, nobody knows how to fix the counter picking issue, how to fix the solo tank issue, and how dog shit it feels to play tank. Anyways, that's not what this video is about, but you get my point. Anyways, look at all the time the 5v5ers threw shade at 6v6ers, and notice how most of these content creators are content creators I called out in that video. First, let's talk about Frito, Blizzard's Comstock, saying we're flat earthers and all this dumb shit. Listen, Frito is either the biggest Blizzard dick rider or he's just stupid as fuck, and it's one of the two.
Calling Frito a Blizzard dick rider is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy. Ironically, if Blizzard had listened to Frito in Overwatch 1, the game, like, double shield wouldn't exist. Like, we do, like, if Blizzard did what Frito said in 2018 with hero bans, Goats meta would have been killed in Overwatch League. Double shield never would have existed. Like, it's kind of a band-aid fix, I guess, because, like, you obviously could just balance the game well, but, like, it's fucking Overwatch 1 Blizzard. They thought 2 main tanks were dominant. They had no fucking clue what they were doing. That's the past, though. Yeah, but, like, context is important. What do you mean? How are you going to call him a dick rider when he gave them all the solutions? They didn't listen. And you know what I'll say? I literally watched him go fucking head-to-head with Kaplan, and Kaplan flamed him. And I'll say it, that it was so bad, the community managers had to apologize to Frito. So calling him a dick rider is crazy. It's just not true. It's just not true. It's just not true. And I love Kaplan, by the way. Like, clearly shit was going on internally at the company. And, you know, Kaplan did so much good for people. I think his vision was not right about the game. But, like, y'all, like, this is why it pisses me off to see people flame Frito as, like, a Blizzard shill. Like, it's just not true, bro. It's just not true. I don't, no. Now, I think a lot of his arguments are wrong. And that's one thing. But it's just, no.
Maybe he's both. Keep in mind, this is the same person who was like, counter picking doesn't exist, because everybody was freaking out about heroes being locked behind the battle pass, because you're like, what if you have to switch
counter picking
counter pick? Your Overwatch, Frito was like, bro, counter picking doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Let's talk about a creator I didn't bring up, SK. SK saying we're Andrew Tates of Overwatch for wanting 6v6 back and calling people who defend 6v6 right-wingers and Republicans or some political shit. I don't even know. Let me bring up the tweet. Okay, so she deleted the tweet, of course, because you know, most of these content creators are cowards. They only care how they're viewed. So,
dude, people have takes that aren't right sometimes. I don't think it's fair to judge people's entire character based on 1 or 2 things they said or did. I don't think that's fair. Was SK's tweet bad? Yes, it was really fucking stupid, okay? How much stupid shit have I said? How much stupid shit have we all said, right? So I'm going to challenge you a little bit on this one, Raider. I think you've been right on a lot of things, and you don't sugarcoat it. But at what point, are we being a little hypocritical here by trying to judge somebody's character and call them out as, like, hypocrites for 1 or 2 things they said or did, when we could probably find shit that we said or did that was, you know, guess people are human. I think it's the key thing is to keep each other in check and work around that and work together to something better.
So if they're viewed negatively, they take back what they say. They don't stand on business, because that's the biggest thing these creators do is pander. Pander to make themselves look better. They don't care about speaking their mind. They only care about speaking what the public would want to hear. But anyways, as you can tell from this reply, it basically tells you what she said. This reply says, come on, SK, big fan, but please don't lump me in us with those right-wing bigots just because I like having an additional 2 players per match. Meaning, yes, SK's dumbass really got on Twitter and tweeted out that 6v6ers are like right-wingers and Republicans just for wanting an extra tank, just for wanting 6v6 back? Say it ain't so, brother. Say it ain't so. And just to clarify, this is the same person who the lead director of this game pronounces like this.
TQQ with the hit scan damage heroes and SK on support heroes.
SK.
SK. SK.
God, he's just so fucking punchable. Listen, I'm not deep into
Bro.
politics, but it doesn't take an Einstein level genius to realize if it was the other way around and someone outed themselves as a Trump supporter and was like, oh, look at them using democratic tactics, bro, they would have been booted instantly and shunned by the entire Overwatch community. They would have been kicked from the Overwatch NDAs and all that shit, bro.
That is so fucking true. Y'all, you know what? Do I tell my story? I'm not Republican, by the way. I don't vote. Oh, that might make people more mad. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. It's been like a year and a half. So what? The big reason why I probably will never, ever want to join the creator scene ever again. Ever. One day, and I will not name names. I will not name names, but at this point, I lost all respect for the program. I lost all respect for the program. And this is why you've seen me be so angry about some of this stuff. Just to be honest with you, like this really fucking pissed me off. One day in the casual creator server, this is not NDA stuff. Somebody new had joined, and they opened it up a ton. And, you know, they were letting a lot of smaller creators in. And, like, I was actually, like, the third creator ever joined the new content creator Discord. It was, like, me, Nate Sin, Frito, SVB. And there was somebody asked about a situation revolving around a former pro player that was very, very controversial. Okay? Another current very big streamer who was friends with that streamer replied and basically said this. He said, hey, you know, I advise that you probably stay away from this subject matter because you'll probably just get canceled in the Overwatch scene for even talking about it. And, you know, like, I got cooked for this. Not me personally. He's like saying, like, I got cooked for this. It's best to just stay away from this subject matter because it's too controversial. Okay? People then took the chance to hard flame this very, very big figure in the community. Very big figure. Very talented player. Probably one of the Mount Rushmore of Overwatch, just to be honest with you. And to his credit, he sat there and took the brunt of it and was trying to have a conversation with these people that was devolving to absolutely heretic political conversation. Okay? It was so bad that numerous creators... This is in the creator Discord about Overwatch, by the way. It was so bad. It was so bad. I'm not going to say who it was particularly, but like, because it's not my place. That even like our group chats were like, yeah, this is disgraceful. Like, this is just a bad look that this is going on for so long. Okay? It got so bad, and this goes on for an hour of them going back and forth, like debating it, like, you know, saying this is why people don't like you, all this stuff. It got so bad that I finally stepped in and I was like, hey guys, this conversation is going in circles. I don't feel like this is in the spirit of the content creator Discord. I don't. Would you guys mind taking this to DMs? Because I had people on both sides of that, you know, I was just like, look, this is not helping anybody. Like, this Discord should be about Overwatch. It shouldn't be about any of this drama. If you guys have drama, take it to your direct messages, okay? I then was hit with people saying that they didn't feel safe being in DMs with this person, which I'm trying to be sensitive of people. Then don't have the conversation is the answer. Then don't have the conversation. So then I step in and I say that, okay? They all then turn on me. And the lady who turned on me and starts fucking flaming me, a lot of them, right? A lady who was on one of Blizzard's broadcasts, by the way, then turns to me and says something like, didn't you defend Target stores over the BLM protests? You should quit while you're ahead. You're a part of the blah, blah, blah. Just fucking nuking me. And I was like, I had one bad tweet in 2020 when I didn't want to see more people get fucking hurt senselessly. That's all that tweet was. Granted, I wouldn't have fucking tweeted it had I known that. I was just a fucking Overwatch player. I just don't want to see people get hurt. That's it. That goes for fucking everybody. So then I start getting flamed. And this is just one tweet I made pretty ignorantly, to be fair, in 2020, dude. I took it down too because I genuinely don't want the drama. I genuinely just don't want to see people get hurt. That's all I've ever cared about. I want games to be a place of peace where people can go get away from the outside world. So now this whole dog pile is dogging on me in the casual server too. So I messaged the community manager at the time. I'm like, dude, like, this is not okay. Like, this is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck is this? And so instead of breaking up that conversation, the community manager then tells me that they think it was a productive conversation. Granted, this person's no longer at Blizzard, which is why I'm willing to say this story. And then gives everyone the okay to sit there and flame me for trying to say, hey, this is not in the spirit of the server. I am not even kidding. I am not even fucking joking with you right now. And so at that point, I was done. Like the level of disrespect. Like, because here's the thing. If you respect me, I'll respect you. And even if we have different viewpoints, like, I'm happy to talk about that, truly. But, like, I'm sorry. The Overwatch creator server never should have been a fucking therapy session. It's about Overwatch. Like, keep your personal stuff in the personal DMs. Get this shit out of here. And the fact that it was encouraged and they came after me, and then the community managers defended their political views instead of actually sitting there and being like, hey, this guy literally just came in here and asked you guys to keep the server about fucking Overwatch. That's all I did. Literally all I fucking did. Because it's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Nobody benefited from that conversation. Nobody. It was just them hard flaming each other in the creator server. And I'm just like, and at that point, I was done with the creator scene. I was so done. I was like, this shit is not salvageable. So, like, to be honest, guys, if you guys understand why I sit here and I rant about Southern Californian culture at Blizzard and why I rant about this stuff, that is why. I'll tell the story now. It's been about a year or two now. It's been over a year. But, like, yeah, that is why I have no interest in being in this creator scene anymore. I have no interest. There is no intent to make it fair. There's no intent to try to keep, like, politics out of the scene. I hate politics. I want no fucking part of it. And granted, like, I've had some bad takes over time. I'm not trying to sit here and say my takes are right or my way is right, right? Let me make that crystal clear. I've never voted. I'm not going to. But I simply asked for politics to be kept out of everything when people were just maliciously flaming each other for absolutely no fucking reason. And it was not productive. And I just want people to be able to accept different viewpoints and enjoy the game that they love. And it feels so good to open up about that because I've kept that, like, in here for about 2 years. Yeah, that is why I have done everything I can to stay away from the content creator space, just to be blunt with you. It is ludicrous that I've never seen a situation like, guys, do I want to like, there are people who have me blocked on Twitter that were unironically trauma dumping, like, some super serious shit in the chats. And I was reading this shit and I was like, this is an Overwatch Discord, like the official Overwatch creator Discord, and people are out here literally trauma dumping. And, like, I feel for the experiences. And, like, I understand and I sympathize with people who have been through shit. I 100% do. I've been through a lot of shit myself. But this is a work Discord. It was the most unprofessional thing I have ever seen in my life. And it was encouraged. You know what? Are we ripping off the Band-Aid? I think it's ridiculous that people I know that have worked very, very hard in the pro scene, very, very hard in the pro scene. Guys like Cloudy, who was it in the Discord? Guys, you know, many streamers that have had big brands in the space for a long time. They've grinded to the top level. They've busted their ass. They've competed incredibly hard for many years, at least back at this point in time. And like, look, diversity is important. It is really important to have many different people from many different places. But it is ludicrous that guys like Cloudy and many other guys who busted their asses for years in this scene were getting in the creator server. We're not getting in the creator server over random streamers who averaged 1/10 of the viewership. We're getting into the Overwatch 2 server. And I'm not going to go into more detail than that because it's not my place to bring up other people's names and stuff like that, because I don't name drop. I don't do that shit. But just to be clear, like in the name of diversity, like there were probably like 10, like whether it be girl streamers or different backgrounds. And listen, empower the ladies in this scene. Really, truly do it. But there's no universe that those people were all getting invited in over people like Cloudy who couldn't get in. Like, get everybody in. Get everybody in. Let all of these people should have been getting in. But I know people whose messages were directly getting ignored because they were asking me about it. And yet, like, there was a girl streamer who was way smaller, who had like, I don't know, 1/4 of the viewership and not as much of the name at the time, who got in immediately from the DMs, just DMing community managers. Immediately. Like, diversity was practiced over getting the actual credible creators who busted their asses for years. And I couldn't get those people in. And it made me really fucking frustrated and sad because I was like, yo, why are these people who have grinded the pro scene, who have big streams that get 500 plus viewers every day being ignored? And listen, I'm not trying to take a shot at the community managers right now. The community managers right now are amazing people. This was back a while ago. And honestly, the only reason I'm even saying that is because of the disrespect they let happen to me. That conversation should have gotten shut down immediately. So yeah, just to be totally honest with you, that's what the content creator scene was like. That's what it was like attempting to work with Blizzard. And I wish them well. I think it might be different now. And like, the people now are so sweet. They're so nice. And I don't know if they would let that kind of conversation happen. But I was really fucking angry that happened. Because you know what, man? I work really hard. Like, the fact that like that the lady tried to call me a fucking right winger, when you know what, man? That's what I ran away from when I was younger. That's why I went to gaming. I grew up in Kentucky. I grew up from a liberal family in fucking Kentucky, man. My family migrated to rural Kentucky, Appalachia in 1914, dude. Trust me. I've seen my fair share. I know bullshit ignorance when I see it, all right? And I worked my ass off to get away from that. Am I going to have a bad take every once in a while? Yeah, of course. I'm human. But man, to have that, to be asking for neutrality and trying to de-escalate and get people to a healthier place to solve it, to then have it be turned on me and then have the people back the people who turned it on me, it pissed me off to no end. And again, I don't vote now. I don't belong to a political party, to be clear. But that's why I want nothing to do with it. It prioritizes politics over what's real, and I have no interest in that.
They would have got kicked out of the creator Discord, but man, what a dumb fucking thing to say, SK. Like, truly, it's just a big circle jerk with the top and like the biggest creators and the devs. And an extra fuck you to Aaron Keller, because Valorant just came out on console and has better Zim detection than your shitty ass game in 8 years, buddy. As a console creator, I have more of a reason to fucking hate your guts.
Valorant is more aim reliant than Overwatch is, by the way. So like them addressing Zim is like top. Okay, I'm sorry. Zimming is cheating. I'm not pro Zimming, but let's not act like having a Zim on Valorant would not be more game breaking than having it on Overwatch. To be fair, to be totally fair.
Let's look at Boger Sweet. You know, he constantly causes 6v6 sexuals or whatever it was, and he brings up a clip of him, you know, blatantly feeding and uses that as evidence as to why 6v6 is bad and this is what 6v6 sexuals want. Listen, I'm not a 6v6 sexual. I'm a bronze sexual. But again, another case of them making fun of us. But, you know, when they get on SVB's podcast, SVB don't say anything about that. He only goes, oh man, I'm tired of the shields. Want to know why? Because they talk about my friends and I want to defend my friends. And let's remember, the main thing I said in that video and why I made it was because Custa's dumbass wants to be a little hypocrite. Be like, oh, you only grift for views, bro. You only only grift to stay relevant. Meanwhile, takes pictures at the Porsche event with his daddy. No, it's okay for him to call us grifters, right? Because we just want 6v6 back. And let's talk about Warren and Odigay, two fucking femboy twinks or whatever the fuck. Came at me saying that I'm negative for views. Let's take it one more to the right. Let's talk about Questron. Questron calling us doomers, and the reason the game got
water under the bridge
because of all the doomer creators, and it totally wasn't because Overwatch 2 was a false lie, a big ass lie in and of itself. It couldn't have been that, right? No. You have to be a doomer. These creators are doomers. They're negative reviews. But SVB can get on these podcasts and be like, I'm so sick and tired of the shields. The shield talk is so stupid. It's full of shit. Let's talk about Flats. Flats called the 6v6ers a cult. He said it's like trying to talk to a cult. He's allowed to say that. But I can't make fun of his weight. That's actually really scary, honestly. Like, some of us should be worried about him, bro. That guy is
where you lose
really
me.
Big. Not even trying to be funny, bro. But it's okay for these people to say that, SVB, right? But when you get on your podcast, you're like, oh, I'm tired of the shield accusation. It's so stupid. It's just all nonsense. But the same creators you have in your podcast throw hate to the other side. So when the other side strikes back, because that's what I do, I strike back. And I'm proud to say, like, I'm the face of calling people shills. I spread so much hate to these creators.
Raider, here's what I'll tell you, brother. Here's what I'll tell you. An eye for an eye leaves the world blind. Right? An eye for an eye leaves the world blind. Now, a couple years ago when I was younger, I might have been way more rambunctious than I am now. At some point, you've got to ask yourself, and I'm not flaming you here at all, by the way. I'm just saying in general, right? At some point, you got to ask yourself, at what point does this reflect more on me for acting out towards these people than it does them to me? Look, I'm all for defending yourself. I am absolutely all for defending yourself. People should defend themselves. They have the right to. But at what point is it just too much, right? And I think what you're saying right now, I think that's too much, personally. That's just me. It's not my place to tell you how to live your life, but look, Flats is a good dude. SVB is a good dude. And SVB listens. SVB listens. Like, he hosts the debates, right? And he challenges things. He does. I don't think it's really fair. Yeah, like, Flats says 66 are a cult, but I can't call him a fat ass. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That no correlation. No correlation there. No correlation there.
And I'm proud of that. All my shield videos have like 100,000 plus views.
Oh God.
Lastly, I want to talk about Samito's reaction to my video, which is pretty funny. I'm not trying to send strikes to Samito because, again, he's like one of the realest out of these fucking fake ass phony creators. But the one thing I hate about this guy was he constantly if you watch his streams, you know he constantly talks about, Blizzard bootlickers. Blizzard surrounds himself with yes men. There's shills. There's bootlickers. But when I get in a video openly calling out every creator who is a fucking dick rider, you call bullshit. And you just go, oh, they're my friends. They're my friends, so this video is bullshit. So which one is it? Because I named about damn near 20 creators. So if there's bootlickers, Samito, who are they? Are they unknown? Are they in the room with us right now? I get it. You know, you want to defend your friends, but then don't get on stream saying that shit, bro. Don't get on stream calling people bootlickers if you're going to be scared to stand on business when it's an actual video and you know more.
Here's what I'll say. Well, let him finish.
More people are gonna watch and you backtrack, calling my video stupid, like, oh, this video is bullshit, like, and then defending your fucking butt buddies for like an hour straight. I didn't even listen to that video, bro. It's just yap. Órale, Samito, let me teach you a word us Mexicanos like to use. The word of the day is ganas. Cuando dices algo, dígalo con ganas. That means when you say something, you say it con huevos. You say it with your balls. You don't backtrack. It's not the Mexicano way. Anyways, I'm looking at.
Okay, dude, listen. When you're sitting here calling Flats fat, what the fuck do you want me to say? That's not productive. What do you want me to do, man? Look, okay, listen. There are things on stream I say in the heat of the moment because I am super impulsive that I wish I could take back and think on all the time. All the time. All the time. I can be super impulsive. It's been one of my biggest flaws since like fucking second. I was diagnosed with this like ADHD, like hyperactivity and impulsiveness in like the 3rd grade, dude. This is something I've struggled with my entire life. There are things that I say that are out of line. 100%. 100%. The main reason that I can't, like, will give you some shit and I backtrack is because the personal insults to, like, my friend's appearance. Like, man, I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that. I think there's a difference between Flats saying 6v6ers are a cult and then being like, yo, Flats is, you know, like, I can't, dude. I can't get behind that. So look, I'm flawed too. I'm not perfect, dude. I've made plenty of fucking mistakes. I'm not going to claim to. And you're right. You know what? This is something SVB said. I did want to play the middle ground a little bit there, but I probably can't. Where it's like, you know, they said, look, if you're just going to say there are bootlickers out there, then you or shills, you can't keep it anonymous because then people look to everywhere else, right? So it's, to be honest, I wish I had a better answer for you. And because I don't like getting personal with this stuff. I don't. I really, really don't like doing that. So that kind of is my fault. And I think personally, I would rather take shit from people sitting here saying that, like, oh, like, say it with your balls, you know, like, don't be a bitch, like, name call, do all this stuff. I would rather take shit for that than to start a pointless personal war with people, personally. That's what I would rather do. But here's what I'll say in general that I have no problem saying, and I will stand on this. And you are right about this. You are absolutely right about this. I could have done a better job. The culture around being a content creator in Blizzard is you do need to be a yes man. 100%. You won't get opportunities. You won't do this stuff. This is Activision as a whole, because you said it yourself. The same thing happens in Call of Duty. And I will stand on that 100%. I will stand on that. But as for like personal name calling and calling people out, that's just not what I want to do. So if I fucking freak out on stream and go ape shit, then sit there and say that he's just a impulsive jackass who rages on stream. I'll take that. I'd rather do that than sit here and name call all day. That's not my style. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have time for that shit. I don't want to waste my energy on that. I've got so much going on in my life. I'd rather not spend it on personal drama for people who I think I don't want to name call them and put them down. I want to try to convince them to change their mind. And if I sit there and I name call them all day, I'll never change their mind. Even if I think there is a big culture of just catering to Blizzard and pandering to them. There is. And honestly, like, look at Flat's reaction years ago. And his reaction to him reacting to his video where he's like, damn, I was fucking ripping it. Like, we need more people to be acting like that instead of coping about what Overwatch 2 is if we want Overwatch 2 to be great. We do. So I guess that's just where I personally draw my line. I would rather people look at me and be like, yo, he should say this with his balls and quit being a bitch, and then sit there and start some meaningless personal war with content creators who I genuinely don't want to see fail. That's just where I probably draw the line. And if you want to draw your line elsewhere, I've got no problem with it. Look, it's not my place to tell him what to do or what not to do, you know? But I have no problem calling my friends out on their bullshit, though. I have no problem doing that. And if I thought like things like SVB having cussed on his podcast were a problem, I would say that. But like I don't have a problem with that. Because ultimately, I'll win with my arguments. I don't need to stoop to that level. I don't need to do that. I will entertain any challenge from anybody. Because at the end of the day, even if I lose, it makes me better. I'll learn a lot of lessons, and I'll understand perspectives more. You can't say what you mean on stream into others' faces without being personal. So, yeah. I think that's fair, but you're right. You are right.
Getting pretty long. I don't know how long it'll be after editing, but hey, welcome to the second channel. I'll explain what the second channel is now for the outro. So the second channel is basically the side series that I've started on the main channel. The main channel will focus on quality, funny videos. This one will be like I'll post my throwaways here so I can be consistent, because there's a lot of videos a lot of content ideas I don't deem worthy, but what I don't deem worthy, y'all might find entertaining. So yeah, this channel will be like small little rants like this one, trolling videos. Maybe I'll bring back VOD reviews, Raider Radio.
All right. Well, he's a little bit right about me. He's right. I have no problem admitting that, 100%. Look, man, I've done the creator drama stuff. I don't like getting personal. It's not productive. I don't want to waste my time. But you are right. I definitely could have done a better job. I absolutely could have done a better job. And that was what I fucked up. Look, I wanted to call out the culture to strip away the bullshit without, like, getting personal. That was my goal. And we did do that. Like, people kind of woke up to this shit and were like, okay, maybe the defending of 5v5 is a little ridiculous given what it is. Because that conversation got blown open, which is what I guess the end goal ended up being after people's responses to it, there was no need for me to get personal. And I don't want to. I'm not a drama creator. I want to play my games with my community and love it, you know? I don't think that's productive. I want to change these people. I don't want to put them down. That's the difference. And if I can't make them change their minds or come to the conclusions on their own, then I failed. That's on me. That's just the realm that I wish to play in. And I definitely stepped outside of it a couple times, but it was generally back at some feedback from other people. So yeah, look, that was a big reaction. I opened up about a lot of stuff today. I appreciate you guys listening to me on a lot of this stuff. Like, obviously, like this stuff about the creator server is something I generally don't like talking about. You know, with my community of giants compared to 5-5 Sam Phoenix. What? No, dude, you better stop. But no, I think there's also I think Raider plays an important part. I think he does. Like, look, the reality is, like, this fake culture needed to get called out. It did. It absolutely did. And I think Raider calling it out, parts of it was healthy, parts of it was bad. I think the personal stuff was too far. I don't play that game. But he's right about the culture. He was right. And it got exposed for what it was. Fake. It was fake. And people like Raider are important to a part of the equation. As much as people want to write him off and say toxic. Like, listen, I can handle it. Dude, I grew up in Kentucky playing baseball and basketball. Like, dude, like, I have heard shit you guys cannot even fucking imagine. And I also grew up playing Modern Warfare 2. I like this, like, I'm desensitized to a lot of this stuff. And I think the world would be a better place if people were more desensitized. And I can kind of see the rationale behind the points. That's because I think that's what really matters personally. And I know some people, like, presentation matters a lot. I'm not trying to say presentation doesn't matter. But for me, I try to ignore the personal stuff, the presentation, and how I feel about something. And I try to look at the objective. Because I'm a very objective person. I'm not... I don't know, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm on the spectrum to some fucking degree. I have to be with how ADHD... I don't know. I don't want to make excuses, right? But I'm not... I don't emotionally connect well with people. Like, I'm not... It's not one of my strong suits. I'm very, very science. So I try to ignore a lot of this stuff and just look at what people are saying. Because I think that's what's important. Sam, back in my day, a slur was used in every sentence. I'm well fucking aware, dude. I grew up around that time, too. I don't think Sam is a conservative. I think he's a left-leaning centrist. I would say that the parts of me that are conservative are physical, and then the social elements, I tend to be more left-leaning. I have a very balanced perspective, and I try to look at what's going on in the world and try to weigh which one is more important. Though, to be honest, like, I have way more thought to put into both of those sides if I am going to choose a side this fall. Because I don't know, like, there's a lot to think about, and I want to make sure that I've really done my research and tried to figure out what I want before I make a decision. Not that my vote fucking matters. Shout out Electoral College. Anyway, so that kind of does frustrate me when, like, people label me as a conservative. It kind of pisses me off because it's just like, dude, like, I have my own thoughts, you know. Don't label me in a fucking group. It's gonna piss me the fuck off. Anyway, not all white men are... I'm not even fucking... Guys, I'm Lebanese! Sorry. Oh. Guess what? My 23andMe is coming back. I'm super excited about that. Anyway, it's going to be... It should be... Let me see. They got my sample. Because my twin sister did hers too, but, like, you know, I'm in queue for DNA extraction. It should be... Where's my ETA? What? Where the fuck is my ETA, bro? It should be soon. Anyway, what was I saying? You're a twin? Yeah, okay. I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. Whatever. Okay. Raider, okay? Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. I think that it's important to have people like him around because he's like the ultimate kryptonite. You know what I mean? Like, it's about swinging the needle back and forth. Like, where's the pendulum swinging? If it goes too far one way, Raiders got to keep it in check. If it goes too far another way, SCV's got to keep everybody else in check, right? For example. And it's about balance. It's not like a one beats all thing. It's about making it work together, and that's what's important. So I understand. I absolutely wish I could have done things better in this debate. Like, hindsight is 20/20, but I think there was a lot of nonsense that had to get ripped through in order for that to happen. And I don't regret any of that. And I don't regret. And honestly, I think a lot of the shade that got thrown my way ended up making people realize how fake it was. That was, you know, it just is what it is. So yeah, look, I'm not interested in name calling. I don't care. The outcome came for what it was. I don't want to start a war with these people. I think if you, what do I want to say? I struggle with this because there's not like a right answer. You know what I mean? I think there's very obvious takes that are just fucking horrible. Defend Blizzard at all costs. But I also think there's, you know, some merit to defending some of the stuff they do. You know? So, I don't know, man. I don't like getting involved in that kind of stuff. It's not my life mission. It's not what I want. I just want my games that I love to be good. I want to see the gaming industry succeed. I think that gaming is going to be the thing that brings people from different backgrounds together if you're willing to accept each other's differences. Because to me, that's what diversity is. It's not trying to make everyone unilaterally agree with what you think. It's about accepting that people are different, that you aren't going to get along on anything with everything, and trying to come together and make something great anyway. That's what it means to me. And I think gaming is the bridge that will connect the world and help us realize our potential, because I think humanity's greatest asset is our potential. And I don't want to see potential growth stunted because people are different and they can't accept each other's differences. That's what I think. And that's why I'm all in on gaming, because I genuinely believe that gaming will be the thing to do it. I think gaming is going to be the coolest form of art and science coming together that the world has ever seen. And it can take you in a world like music can't, like a movie can't, like being able to actually play it for yourself. And like I growing up in Kentucky and being a kid from migrants who migrated to Kentucky, you know, I grew up around a lot of different backgrounds. I've seen both ends of the coin, dude. Both ends of the coin I've seen. And there's one thing in common for people from different backgrounds that we all loved, and that was gaming, dude. Like, that was the one time on earth that, like, we put it all beside it and we like, really enjoyed something together in a world that's so set on tearing itself apart, it feels like. Like, that's what gaming is, bro. And that's why I'm on this ship. And I want to ride the wave, and I want to see what happens. You'll make friends along the way and you'll make enemies along the way, but I don't care because I'm staying true to that vision. So yeah. But why Kentucky? I'd have to ask them, but they are unfortunately no longer with us. It was 1914, brother. I think it was a little bit before that. We started in Ellis Island, and some of my, like, City Rose, it was in Boston.
Jeff Kaplan. How's it going? I'm Jeff.
City Rose was in Boston, and AF, I think it was Atafeta, something. I forget what his actual name was. Because I always called him AF or Jiddo. I always called him Jiddo. I never called him AF. So yeah, that's my story. So Raiders right about me. I definitely could have done things better, but I can admit that. So best of luck to you, brother. I hope life treats you well, and I hope maybe you change your mind on some of the stuff about the people, and that you're willing to have more open dialogue. But I wish you well, man. Good video. Well, kind of. Some things I disagree with, but you know. Don't talk about SVB like that. He does his best. Okay. Oh, oops. That was a long 2 hours of reacting to shit, guys. Jesus, I just yapped for a long time.
I need healing. Mushy advice from our friendly neighborhood Lebanese white boy.
You were assigned to be the rep for 66 by who knows. The strat was making you look bad. Therefore, 66 looks bad. Diversity of thought is best. Yeah. They tried. And I'm glad to open up to you guys about, like look, I wanted to open up about that. That really upset me, man, about what happened in the creator server. Like, I don't want to make a chicken out of a feather here. Like, it's water under the bridge to me now, but, like, I felt so disrespected. Man. Because I love the fucking game. I just wanted to see it succeed, you know? I wanted to see the creator succeed. Like, it was embarrassing to see that. It was embarrassing. I was really mad, bro. When did that happen? A while ago. Oh, we can play. Ooh, should I stay on this? Fuck it. It's the end of season. Let me pee real quick. Hold on. I really appreciate you guys, man. Seriously. Like, you guys are seriously the only reason why I kept going on with this shit. Like, there were so many times where I wanted to quit. Seriously. So many fucking times. You know, like, watching this shit happen to the game I love and, like, not being able to do anything to stop it. From the culture to the game, like, dude, it fucking stung, man. That's why I wanted to buy Mineplex. Like, I wanted to change that culture. Samito, are you pro-Palestine? Dude, I'm pro-peace. Caleb with the 20 gifted. Like, dude, thank you so much, Caleb. Holy shit. We have our new stuff coming out here soon. I'm probably gonna set that up this weekend, guys. Holy shit, Caleb. I'm pro-peace, man. I want people to be peaceful, and I want to give video games to everybody because it's the only universal love out there, bro. No matter who you are, what you're from, where you're from, what you look like, what your beliefs are, dude, everybody can enjoy a game. And in the grand scheme of the universe, dude, a lot of the like philosophical and ideological debates that we have aren't gonna matter. They're not. If you look at the history of the universe, a lot of this stuff, dude, like, what is gonna matter is the time we spend with each other, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like what we give to each other. So like it's so easy, especially in this era where everybody wants to see shit destroyed. It's so easy to destroy things, and yet building something is so fragile and so hard. And I'm trying to like do a better job myself of focusing on building instead of destroying. Because the older I get, the more I realize what's actually important and what isn't. And that's a big part of the lessons that I've had to learn. And that's why, you know, a lot of the times where I get knocked down, like, I treat it as a learning experience and something that could make me better. So I don't know, man. Like, that's why I don't like those kind of questions. Like, are you pro-Palestine or pro-Israel, any of that political shit, you know? I understand it's important. I'm on the side of seeing people live good lives, man. That means I don't identify with a label. I don't identify with a label of a country or anything like that. I identify with an ideology, because, you know, like different labels can exchange ideologies over time. They might not always be the same, but the ideology is the same regardless of the label. You're kind of asking me if I judge a book by its cover or if I judge it by the novel. I try to read by the novel.
Good take from the Lebanese, self-employed, hardworking, outspoken guy, but you're straight? Banned.
What? That had to be fucking Colin. That had to be Colin. Where was this? Where is this guy? I knew it! I fucking knew it was Colin, dude. I fucking knew it, dude. Did you guys know that Colin's what they call a bear? Is that right, Colin? Can I say it? Am I allowed to say that? Is that bad? That's not bad, is it? I hate TBH. I hate that you have to be pro or against. I know. I agree. I am 6 foot. How is a kid with the name The Truth gonna sit there and say I'm not 6 foot? Hell no. Hell no. Caleb again. Hey, chat, be sure everybody put some hearts in chat for Caleb right now, dude. Shout out, Caleb. Thank you for the 20 gifted, brother. So, yeah, here's what I'll say about my community and what's okay here and what isn't. I don't care what your background is. I don't care where you're from. You could be a mutt like me. I'm a mutt. There's nothing special about me. I'm a Lebanese Norwegian kid from Kentucky, dude. There is nothing special about me. Nothing. Nothing. I don't fucking matter, okay? Damn it. Where was I going to go with that? I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. Does anyone remember what I was saying? Oh, yeah. I don't care where you're from. Like, I don't care what your background is. If you want to just come here with your and enjoy games and leave all that shit at the door and just enjoy this stuff, then my community's for you. But if you expect me to pander to some like specific audience, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I'm not. Do your thing. I don't care what side it is, man. I just want people to enjoy video games. That's it. That's it. Fuck!
Prepare
Sorry.
to attack. Select your hero.
I'm about to ult that for her. Man, are you fucking kidding me? Speaking of enjoying video games, dude. I mean, we gotta be fucking kidding. Dude. Whatever, bro. It's in Masters. I don't care. We're on an alt, dude. We're on an alt. We're on an alt. I do not care.
I like being near the ocean.
Did I dodge, chat? We have 20 seconds. Do I dodge?
I craft my own arrows. Each one a meditation.
Play Widow? Dude, I've already got a Widow. Man, this is fucking bullshit.
Greetings.
Dude, my driver's license is outdated. That's why. Hope I'm dead to Widow right now. Monkey. Guys, playing Hanzo is so boring now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to get back to spawn. I almost killed his ass. I missed two?
A threat emerges.
Yo, am I gonna get healed? Like, are we fucking idle?
Guide you.
Like,
Careful, help me move the payload.
Will no one join me in this battle?
this hero is terrible now, by the way.
You can't hide.
Enemy vector calculated. Restoring balance.
Your concern.
Going in the payload.
Marked by the dragon.
He just dropped into my team. Dude, this hero is like genuinely like unpickable. This is fucking stupid. I'm going Ash.
I'm the last one you'll ever cross. We're outnumbered,
These guys are gonna get off here. He's end though. Luckily they're on it, dude.
Enemy here.
A threat emerges.
60 seconds. Stay out of my way.
Ash is just like 10 times easier and better.
She's gonna
Oh, what's this one?
An enemy appears. Enemy vector calculated.
Dynamite. Let the Kitsune guide you. Get the letter. Higher. I've got you in my sights.
Not enough?
What's up?
The payload moves in accordance.
You won't get the best of me.
What is that melody?
Surely. Bro, what?
The enemy outnumbers us. Burning brighter than a...
Are we serious? Bro, how?
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
I died, so we lose. Unlucky. We tried, bro.
Spawn hold.
Oh my goodness. Dodging to save time. Quack is able supports wanting to play the same, stay the same characters they're comfortable on. Even the support synergy is so important in this game. But Baker, I thought tank synergies were OP, man.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, was my Zen Frostbite or was it Flores?
This should be
We needed our Sig needed to get in the trank. We were just late on the trank.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
Killing pylon deployed.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck.
Get on over here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Yo. Are you guys fucking for real? Dude, my backline are just... Yo, I actually am about to start queuing support. Like, why is the pylon not...
They got us outnumbered.
Nah, these kids deserve to lose. Like, that's crazy.
Moving the pylon.
I'm gonna have to wait up here for this window. Hopefully he does not peek this side.
Sigma present.
I offer something more.
Actuating the barrier.
Here it comes. Payload's on the mountain. Hi.
Threat emerges. An enemy appears.
My fuse is lit.
Is approaching its destination.
Oh my goodness.
Personne n'échappe à my way. Let the kitsune guide you from above.
What is that melody?
I'm actually just like, I'm alone. Guys, I can't win on DPS and Masters. This is crazy. Well, granted, my team was trolling that game. Wait, I only lost, wait, why did I only lose 12 for that? Okay. Worth the 10-minute queue time? Yeah, that's fine. It's end of season games. We're just gonna troll around anyway. Notice how my entire avoid list is just like fucking support players. Okay. The damage roll is so shitty. Why is my Q time so long on it? What do Q times have to do with actual roll power in this case? Oh yeah, well, because DPS, like, you don't impact the game nearly as much. Gee, wait, this is a Smurf account. This is not my main. This account was like this account like placed in mid-masters. My main is like GM4. I'm just not playing on my main the last 2 days of the season. All right, Caleb, thanks again for all those gifted, bro.
Greetings.
Yeah, I think I literally I think I was 1 game off Champ 5 this season, one Tricking Reaper. Let's see. Where's Kalina? Oh, well. There's that. We were gonna unranked a champ, dude. Baker, I don't know if I think I've been 1 game off champ like 6 times. So like I probably could hit it if I played, but like I just don't care. Oh, they have number 1 Lucia. We gotta win this. I'm gonna
I'm the last one you'll ever.
Did I pass it? Oh, yeah, I'm ranked 90.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the
All right, our comp is horrible.
Sharpen yourselves for battle.
And they're on Run Rush.
I need a healing.
Come on.
Enemy is taking the point.
Don't do it. You'll die. Fuck. Maybe I miss him. Fuck, man, I need to hit the dynamites, man.
Kill the Mahal.
See how I flipped the map and wrap?
She's gonna blow.
Oh, I got her with that dynamite. I have no recall too. She's gonna go. Oh, dodge her. Don't want to stack up my hunter here. I am brain dead. Fuck me. Why did I do that?
Actuating the barrier.
I could have Bob point. Wow. It's been a while since I've actually griefed like that. Wow. my sig lives, I could have lived that and I could have bobbed. Even if I died, I still could have bobbed and we would have won the fight.
You won't get the best of me. Do something!
And they just beat and run right past it.
Do something! I know one thing. Someone's gonna pay. Thank you. Smoke 'em out!
Do I have to touch? Bro, like this guy's not moving his pylon up. Look at his pylon. Bro. Okay.
First round.
I could have won that for my team if I had bobbed that fight before, but
Score 0-1.
Overwatch is harder if you play below your rank. Oh yeah, it actually is. No joke. Well, just Masters in general is like the biggest like coin flip of all, I think. But we're out damaging them by a fucking shitload, dude.
I craft my own arrows.
Yeah, their Moira just has 7k healing. We can't get a final blow.
What's up?
No, I could have carried that. I could have carried the fight before. What the fuck? This guy says he got Mercy and pocket me. I really don't want to lose another one Lucio, but
Focus, and we might get out alive.
this team just might find a way.
She's gonna blow!
Watch here!
Is he coming up here too, bro? Queen.
Got your back.
My platform is here. Up you go.
Oh my! Are you fucking serious right now, bro? That's not real. That's actually not real. That's actually not real. Like, guys, that cast player is the most Masters player ever because that's actually so brain dead what he just did. He swapped his ult charge for nothing. There's no... No. What the fuck? What is this Moira player doing? Are they in here? Guys, why are you all on this comp? Okay. Okay, why was a mob?
Do something!
Life protects life.
I've had it. That's it, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. Like this backline comp is just atrocious, by the way. We should have won this fucking fight like 5 minutes ago. These super tanks are ridiculous too, by the way. Like holy fucking shit. Like If these kids want to pick this shit, that's fine. Okay, fine. Like, you just have to be on like the perfect DPS hero in this fucking situation. It's so stupid. Where are we going? Bro. I'm stuck in the wall. My Kyrie is low with. Yo, you support players are actually the worst I've ever seen. By the way, why do you not Kitsune there? Like, I'm about to just start queuing support. Like that's like what, we just have Kitsune, we don't use it. Look at these guys. Look how dumb they are. You just wasted your whole bubble. And then we waste everything on again. Kitsune, bro. Kitsune. You need to Kitsune. Alright, GG. Oh, why? I don't know why we wait on that. It's psychotic that you wait till your whole thing's dead to Kitsune. Bro, how am I supposed to impact the game when the tank that's jumping me is so fucking tanky I can't kill him no matter what decision he makes unless my backline actually uses their shit. Like, guys, there's no play for me to make there. Like, if my supports don't do what they have to do there, we just lose the game. Look at this shit. Like, she waits for both DPS to die to use her ult. No, I think they're just Masters players, bro. Like, guys, like, seriously, DPS, after playing DPS and playing some tank yesterday, DPS is by far the weakest role in the game right now. By far. Not even close. Not even close. Like, by far the least impactful role in the game. Easily. Like, if their monkey jumps in with his new health and the armor and the damage negation, if he jumps in and he has a Moira healing him, and I don't have a support dumping resources into it, we'll never die. Even on the Reaper matchup against Winston, which should favor me. Excuse me. Whoa. All right.
Prepare for battle.
Will I get backlines that can use their abilities this game? That's our win con. Will our supports play the game properly? Hardest role, the lowest impact? Yeah, it's so easy to play support and tank. Yeah, so easy. You can be horrible and still get value. It's just no effort. It's so easy. Let's see. What's up, Meg? All right. I'm just gonna fuck around. Like, like, it's end of season games. I genuinely do not care, but it's just funny.
Let's get this show on the road.
Like, I can literally idle on tank and just hard carry, idle on support and hard carry, but I have to try my dick off on DPS and I still lose.
In 30 seconds.
Like, look at this.
They've taken possession of the robot.
Diva, what the fuck are you doing? Let's go on the Alardi, but they're down the Moira.
Oh.
Bro. Why did my Diva just do that?
Stomp that barricade in its tracks. Dead as a doornail. Hiya. Come to my position. Hi. Here it comes.
Nice. I'm going. Stay like stars. Matrix. No Matrix. I need to hear him. I'm touching point. It's in the okay. Shoot Larry. Shoot Larry.
Alright, one burning on the right, burning one, burning one. Do that.
They can't. I got the Larry for
Dude, are we fucking for real? These kids have to be trolling, right?
Back from the bone orchard.
Yes, they love it.
I'm a man on a mission. Stay out of my way.
How am I losing?
Get in stock cards.
Perfect, right over his head. That's just what I wanted.
There's another storm. Go for Diva. Yeah, I'm getting fucked. Good end. Diva. Diva.
Like, how is this Hanzo getting any value when I have a diva on my team, bro? Like, look at this guy. He's free. That did not hit.
Where one.
Let's get back in the saddle.
Like these are free kills for my diva. Like, I don't understand.
I cannot. Maybe. I'll prevent it from getting stuck. Diva low.
Double.
A robot is coming with us. Let's go.
Double.
Guys. I need off angle. I need to get off angle. I got two. Baby on card. Maybe that.
More one.
She's gonna blow. Starting the push.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know. Like, first of all, why is my diva not stopping this choke? Second of all, what is this?
Can we shoot Diva?
You won't get the best of me.
Over there.
Go back, stay back.
Enemy spotted.
Do something.
I can leave.
Move out.
She's just full health. Like, are you serious? Alright, burning.
Prisoner Remy. Take a Diva.
Moving along.
Diva low.
Know your place. Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way.
Oh my goodness, winnable. Okay. I want to see what specifically they changed first, buddy. Okay, let's back off. Let's force it all back up here. Careful. Nice, let's get way out.
I'll try to live.
What are you doing? What are you doing? support stagger, and we lose our fight. Like, dude, like, Diva, can you
we can
stall them out here? Just don't take damage. Don't take damage.
Up soldier. No matrix. No matrix. Just get off. Yeah.
Walk up. Don't get the lead.
Tactical visor activated.
What are you?
I'm touching.
Push behind, by the way. I'm gonna have to bob. Walk forward.
Enough, Bob.
I'm on fire.
Yo, keep pushing.
Stagger here, more on me.
Stagger.
I need help point. Point.
Got it.
Payload Sonard.
Your team is close.
All right.
Right at their
We can at least get the lead
Keep
here.
up the pressure. Hey. Barricades moving. Keep up.
You can just get past that high if you want to. One. Okay, now they're tilted. Nice. The Moira player who entered the game said GG.
Take this.
Come back, You're really far.
Yeah. Several days ago, the Widow.
I'm just playing, like, play down here. We don't have to peek them at all. Like, just play, like, right under here on this corner. You see this right here? Stay here. Right here. Make them come down. Come to this wall. Hug this wall. Come up here, Anna.
Widow one.
Oh my goodness. That patience,
I
holy
got
shit.
3.
Can't handle the heat.
Approaching.
Stay out of my way. Do something.
Yeah, Diva down. GG's.
Somehow that game was close.
Self-destruct sequence.
Play of the game.
Moira player, I hate to break it to you, you are the problem.
Get in there.
I hate to break it to that Moira player, but they are the problem. Yeah, I saw Juno at 225. I think that was a little preemptive, but... Are the patch notes out? Are they actually out or no? What did you eat today? I haven't had anything to eat today, sadly.
Prepare for battle.
They've got a soldier chat.
Select
What should we
your
play?
hero.
How did y'all win that? I carried. I'm just gonna go Ash.
I'm the last one you'll ever cross.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Time to start making up for it.
They said mobility heroes will be getting a health decrease. You don't include it, right? Yeah, which is kind of insane because the game is like the game right now already is a massive stalemate to Bapalari, and I don't know what they're talking about by doing that. But
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
watch them nerf Genji, bro.
Behold my creation. Let's ride. Hello. She's gonna blow.
Oh, I'm clearing soldier on the wall.
I need healing.
Yo. where the fuck is my team? These kids are aping out. Like, bro, they could not have thrown any harder than they did right there, by the way. In case we're not clear.
Back in the saddle.
All right, Diva's way better than Ryan, but like that was the worst angle taking I've ever seen.
You're hurt. Let me see. Here it comes.
Like your pylons, like, is this why Alari's not been fucking nerfed? Because these fucking shitters just do that. Like, dude.
Dead as a doornail.
I can buy more time. Guys! Hello!
Now to show them that I mean business.
I'm on fire! What else is new?
It's Hanu.
Hostiles on a point. Are they for real?
Face the sunrise! Bob, do something!
Primal Sun.
Your carry is here!
Greetings.
Hello.
Smoke them out of there.
All right. I mean, wow.
Next, flashpoint.
Truly, guys, truly incredible. I mean,
Our numbers are low. Careful! Ping, ping, ping!
come here, back. Come here. We're gonna.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Bro, it's not gonna hit my dude now.
Can't handle the heat.
Bro, guys, I cannot begin to explain to you what I'm watching here right now. We're doing some briefing. That's Primal Sun. He definitely has Primal too, which is why that's funny.
Your pain will be endless.
Do something!
The enemy advances on our point. Fend them off.
You owe me one. Enough, Bob. Activating self-destruct sequence.
Sneak shot.
Get digging, Bob. My fuse is lit. Patched
Oh,
up.
fuck.
Everybody come over here.
Next, flashpoint.
Okay, surely my team does not walk through. Got a point, got a point, got a point.
Get over here.
I'm on fire! What else is new? We are outnumbered.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
I'm about to pitch a fit.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Welcome guests on the objective.
Surrender to my will.
Oh, I could have walked in the ammo. Wait, we're capping, right?
How about meeting me at the objective?
Okay.
You won't get the best of me.
Guys, this is like unreal when I'm watching. Oh, I hope he doesn't have primal. Bap, 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 bap. Oh my goodness.
Let shadow consume you.
This is the new peak Overwatch era. Yeah, nobody talks in voice anymore too. They've got to loosen up on their chat ban system. It's actually ruining the game. This is like M2, M1. I'm on an alt today. I don't want to play my main at the end of season.
Next, flashpoint, temple.
Well, the monkey is more alone. I feel like we just need to go back
Now
Diva and
show
just win the
'em that
game.
I'm
But
business.
if Genji makes you feel powerless, you're genuinely just horrible. TBH.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Do something!
Stay near the immortality field.
My coals are red hot. Surrender.
Why are we calling after him, Dad?
It's gonna go.
Alright. This is the pick.
Tools in hand, brain in gear.
Hello there.
The only hero that makes you feel powerless is Diva and Bap and Amari. Oh, whoa.
Face my
Yeah, my game just froze. I've never seen that.
Now it's going to get interesting.
Oh, I got my creative cloud crashed. Okay. I didn't know I had that.
Turning up the heat.
My turret Loki is still shooting. Oh my god, wait. The turret, the God Spot turret.
Fire!
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up.
Wait, my turret's going in.
Push them back.
No!
Precious word. Installed and ready to go.
Easy game.
Victory.
Oh! Alright, these packs now. Is there a director's block today or something, guys?
Play of the game.
Are the patch nuts out or what? We're on an alt today, guys. I do not care about this account at all. Let's take a look. Did he say there was a director's take coming out? I actually want that account to stay in Masters so I can play with my friends in Masters. We're going to go on a different one. But you okay? Wait. Okay. If there's a dev bot coming out today, Meg, then it would be like right now, right?
On your switch.
It is I, Howie, the wiener dog. Oh, director's take. Okay, we do have a director's take. Where is this? Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so we've got the dev vlog from Gavin today. It's mostly React stream today, LOL. Hey all, Gavin here from the systems teams. You've probably learned at this point if I'm talking and explaining topics in more detail everyone asked for, and the tone will be slightly irrelevant. You can expect more of that in today's director's take. In Season 9, we talked about how we wanted to make each new competitive year a big event for the game. But we also mentioned our mid-year patches would be bigger than others too. Over the past several months, our versus player experience and features teams have built several systems that are designed to improve your core gameplay experience for Season 12. Updates to avoid his teammate. Let's start with the feel-good feature everyone will be excited about, avoiding players that we don't like. Moira players. We talked about this feature in developer update earlier this year, but we used that time to push this further and feature even further since then. The system now features 15 avoid slots with 2 different types of slots making up those 15. You have 3 pinned avoid slots that allow you to permanently avoid a player. Unlike our old avoid slots, these pinned slots never time out. The 12 recent avoid slots over time after 7 days like our previous system. They also use a priority system that takes many factors into account when determining whether an avoided player can be placed in a match with you. All right. So Moira's lab rat can be perma avoided. This is fucking good. I will probably only save my perma avoids for the Moira players. Except for IRP. Okay. This is cool. For most of our players, these recent avoid slots function the same as our previous avoid slots, effectively always preventing these players from being placed in your match. It's important to note it's still possible to get players in recent avoid slots in your matches, though. This can happen when you're at a very high rank or your low player populated area during off hours. As queue time increases, we slowly begin ignoring players at the bottom of the recent list. Okay, that's smart. That's very smart. You can reset the duration of each player on the list individually, sending them back to the top of the recent list. The new system automatically replaces the player with the shortest duration on your recent list if the list is full, preventing you from having to micromanage the list. Okay. Introducing new competitive drives. A drive is a type of competitive event we'll run for the first time this season. Our first drive will start near the end of the season and will take place over a weekend. During that time, every match you play in the competitive role queue has a chance to earn new rewards. When you win matches, you earn drive score and progress towards the next checkpoint. Each checkpoint has a reward. Some are big payouts of competitive points, but others are an all-new type of reward for Overwatch that we call signatures. They frame your battle tag with a unique visual backing that will make your accomplishments stand out until our next drive. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Here are some examples. Okay. Competitive rewards. Cool. All right. That's cool. Like, so you basically, it's customizable battle tag. That's pretty cool. Hey, more competitive rewards are good. This is actually pretty cool. It's like a new type of border just for your battle tag. All right. That's cool. Resetting the ranks. The start of Season 12 will also be a soft rank reset like the one we deployed in Season 9. That means that we will be decaying everyone's rank and moving all ranks closer to the average rank. We think that whenever we make a bigger gameplay change than the ones discussed in this blog, oh god. Oh god. What? Oh god. Oh god. A whole new game mode like Clash and a hero balance that make it sense to enable placements to give players a chance to push through for a new career high. Rank resets are also the only time we can redefine the threshold of our ranks. While we were much happier with the rank distribution after Season 9, there was some work we wanted to do. We wanted Champion to be a very prestigious rank, but unfortunately, Champion 1 was almost impossible to achieve. Champion, Grandmaster, and Master all had fewer players than we think they should, so we've remodeled our target rank distribution at our highest ranks. That does make sense. A lot of like really good players were pretty low ranked compared to where they usually were. We also still had a few too many players in our lowest ranks. So that distribution has been changed too. Most of our highest and lowest ranked players will find themselves achieving new peaks after this reset. Okay, so they're making it easier to climb. Okay. But the combination of techniques we're using in the reset gives everyone an opportunity to prove they're higher ranked than they've ever been. Uh-oh. But okay, that's okay, sure. More people in like higher champ. I think that's fine. Okay. Introducing the new wave respawn. Next up, we're removing the group respawn feature and replacing it with a feature we like a lot more. But first, we have some explaining to do. You might remember from Season 7 that the goal of the group respawn was to reduce the occurrences of one-sided matches. That's a 5v5 thing. That's not a group up thing. That's not a respawn thing. Thanks to the amazing effort of our data analysts, we learned about one-sided matches in Season 7. We have some good news to share. Okay. Let's see. Group respawn made a bigger difference in reducing one-sided matches than any change we've ever made. While Quick Play doesn't have any visible ranks, we still use MMR to try to make the best matches we can. And that lets us see which ranks benefit the most from this system. We were really surprised to learn that the group respawn had the biggest impact at Champion and Grandmaster and the lowest impact at Bronze. Yeah, because the Bronze kids don't fucking, like, because those kids aren't even smart enough to use it. Like, they don't even fucking know it's there. They don't even know it's there. That's why. Also, this, like, my Quick Play games are, like, I get it. Sorry, I'm thinking of, like, the teleport thing. My fault. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Grouping up with your team reduces the chance of being on the losing side of a one-sided match considerably. We believe that we believe it reduces the chance so much that helping our highest skill player do it slightly more often had the highest impact. The system also made it harder for the random on your team to throw your games by constantly being attacking alone on repeat. Yeah, because the goal players just run down mid every fight anyway. So those things were great. The biggest problem with the group respawn was how dying first often led to getting buried by a long sequence of teammates dying in a row, making your respawn time a lot longer. This meant the respawn times were generally shorter, but it also meant yours was longer. Wave respawn fixes that by ensuring your respawn time will always be shorter than the default if another hero is already dead. You might be familiar with wave respawn systems in other games, but here's exactly what's different about the respawning in Season 12 for quick and competitive play. Default respawn time increased from 10 to 12 seconds. Overtime respawn time is increased from 13 to 14 seconds. Wave respawn is disabled in overtime. Overtime respawn time is not increased in Flashpoint. When a first hero dies on the team, they start a new wave for their team. Any hero that dies within 6 seconds of a wave starts joining that wave. A hero joining a wave will respawn at the exact same time as the hero that started the wave. This means that the respawn time of the heroes joining the wave can be as long as 12 seconds if they died at the same time as the first hero, or sort of 6 seconds. I'm not sure what to feel about this. That's crazy gameplay implications, though. Like, again, look, I'm not going to shit on their system they haven't tried yet, but let me just say this. I feel like Overwatch 2 has continuously tried to implement features that play the game for players. There's some examples of this that have been good. I think like the global regen passive thing has helped players a lot not be as reliant as supports because you can heal on your own. I think some of them have been bad, like the gameplay loop and shit like that. I'm not a big fan of the game forcing these things on people. I think these are things that you should have to learn how to do as a player, and that's about skill expression and player agency. I think automatically doing it for players takes away from wanting to learn the game. It just makes more autopilot things happen. So, you know, I'm willing to try the system for sure. We'll see how it feels. Just like a general note in general, I see so many things in the game like kind of do it for the players. And it makes me nervous to see those things because it gets dangerous. Like my respawn time being 6 seconds instead of like 12 has major implications on a lot of different maps, especially on a map like Gibraltar, for example, where their spawn is right there. If I just get to spawn in 6 seconds after dying on point, it's going to be borderline impossible to cap that point, even though I've won the fight. This guy complains all the time, for fuck's sake. Well, do people tell you that you comment dumb shit all the time, for fuck's sake? Buddy, if you want constant PMA, go watch Teletubbies. That seems more in your fucking age group. Get the fuck out of my stream. Anyway, I can give you a little wand for the Disney Channel too, because apparently that's what you want to watch. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, this has some pretty big implications. We'll keep reading through this. If a hero starts a wave and other heroes join the wave, their respawn time reaches 6 seconds remaining. We subtract 2 seconds from the respawn time. This means that if they respawn 10 seconds, our default respawn time before Season 12. Okay. Wave respawn is also disabled when the payload is near the... Okay, good. Okay, good. This is good. Okay, that's a big concern. They did address that. Okay, that might not be as bad then. Okay. This is good. They did think about that. I was really nervous about that. So, all right, yeah, I'm down to try this. We'll see how it goes for sure. Even though the default respawn timer has gone up, we expect respawn times to be lower on average in Season 12 because the respawning alone is the same time as before, and many other heroes will be respawning in less than 10 seconds with their teammates. Staggering picks was so valuable, though, man. Staggering picks was so valuable. Like this... No, this is for competitive. Like, this means that it's not worth getting staggers anymore. You just get one and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. I don't like this stuff. I don't think there was an issue with the respawn system. I think one-sided matches were caused by the format and not by respawns. I don't think this needs... Yeah, you have to wait 6 seconds for a stagger. Why should I have to wait to get a stagger? Like, staggering players and getting kills at the right times is one of the most important things at the game at the ceiling. So automatically, like limiting my options for when I have to go get that, I just think is really bad, in my opinion. I'm down to try this, though. We'll see how it goes, but we'll see if it makes staggering better or worse. But, like, that's an important part of the game. Okay. Update for Flashpoint. Finally, we've noticed walking sims are a lot less popular these days. Oh, my God, please. We've noticed walking sims are a lot less popular, so we've added speed boosts to all the spawn exits in Flashpoint. Think of this like boost pads in your favorite party racing game. Passing through them will give you a significant short-term speed boost that will help you get back to the point faster, so you'll be spending more time fighting and less time walking. Dealing damage or taking damage will immediately remove this buff, so even if combat occurs in the next spawn rooms, the speed buff won't have that much of an impact. This boost also won't let you break the 75% increased movement speed cap. So if your hero has a speed boost effect, the sweatiest way to use it is to wait for the spawn door. If you stuck around through all my episode, thanks for reading. Let's all keep playing Overwatch 2. Let's make a great game. The problem is not getting back to the flashpoint after you die. The problem is after a flashpoint is capped, when the point randomly goes all the way across the map and you're stuck in a rotate without speed. This is just going to, like, it's not an issue of tempo getting to the next point from your spawn. The issue is getting to the point when it switches across the map. So this is, I don't like this. I'm down to try it. I don't like it, though. It's not addressing the issue. Like, you guys just need to make it so the next flashpoint is not literally across the map from the previous point or something like that. So, I don't know. Like, guys, like, this is dangerous. So, here's what I'll say. I'm willing to try it. There's a lot of very big implications that come to the game because of this. Obviously, staggering players is way more difficult to do now. But the thing is, setting up that advantage for yourself is also a part of the game that a lot of people like. Like, knowing when to chase a kill and when not to chase a kill is a very, very, very important Overwatch skill set. So if you just make it so that that doesn't matter or drastically limit the value from doing that, I'm not sure if I'm like, it's just the game's playing for players. Like, you're just bailing out players from making bad decisions for free. And this is what we talk about, Gavin, and I hope you see this, when we say that the game is being watered down. You guys should stop trying to water this game down. You should stop trying to do some of this stuff for the players. Now, I'm willing to try it. I'm not going to judge it until it comes out, but like, just a thought that I'm knowing when I see this, you know, it's going to do that. So this is lowering the skill ceiling of the game and automatically doing it for players. You're not actually, because you're not giving players more options by doing this. You're actually giving them less reward for punishing someone. So yeah, we'll see. I'll try it out. I have a feeling it's not going to be received too well, especially by higher ranked players, which ironically is where this affected the game the most. This actually, like, based on what he said and this graph, it affected Grandmaster players the most, right? Because the GM players were actually good enough to know when to capitalize and create these, I guess, steamrolls. Though I think the format created more steamrolls than anything. So, look, I'm down to try it. I'm excited for Season 12. I can't say I'm a big fan of that. I can't, like, if you die, like, my respawn time should not be affected by my teammates. It should not. It should not. It should not. Because no one pays attention to spawn time until you reach GM. So if the main people that this is going to affect are people who actually like doing this stuff themselves with the skill sets, I'm not sure how to react to it. It's going to feel really weird. This actually fucks Mercy. Why does it fuck Mercy, Meg? What does it do? What's the point of rezzing? Huh? Wait, that actually might be an indirect nerf to Mercy. These Mercy players keep catching strays. Yeah, I don't know, man. I personally think they're trying to do too much here. I understand that they're trying to make the game higher quality for sure. I prefer the system how it was. I'm not a fan of group respawning. Your deaths should be dependent on you. It should not be dependent on your team. You should not by default handhold players. You should not do it. Anyway, interesting changes. We'll see how they play. I hope the system works, but I'm not confident that it will. Okay. What was my support ranked? Okay. Let's play support. Let's play the OP role. No, guys, it's not going to ruin the game or anything. It's just, I just, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Are the patch notes out? Okay. No patch notes? Okay, yeah. That's an interesting blog. This group spawn thing is intriguing. Yeah, I got you, Meg. How you been, Meg? Good? What's going on with you? How's life? You been diving all this? I've been diving a little bit. I haven't been on the boards in a while, though. I did eat shit the other day. Yeah, the battle tag thing is cool. Yeah, I know for sure. Now you're just waiting to see the tank die and 4 people kiting out. Will be too cowardly to push to take any of them out. Because even if you do, it's pointless. Yeah. Just working Overwatch. I got you. I'm literally saying. All right, Howie. Let's see what my team picks. I don't even... listen, I'm done trying to predict what the dev team does. With balance. I don't know.
Another day, another battlefield.
Your muscles look pretty, but lack strength.
Oh, you think my muscles are pretty?
Pretty weak.
Okay, wow. I can go Kiri.
Greetings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
What we got?
Over here. Your front is ready.
Hey.
Wasn't expecting a Bastion.
Oh my god, you can kill her.
Objectives mine. What's everyone else?
Yeah, this roll is so fucking OP. It's so chill too. Lucio, stop walking the fucking damage, buddy. And you get your ult first too. Like you just get to win a free fight.
Come here if you want to hear me. Get them niggas who kill. Let them out.
Walk on that, walk on that. Kill all these guys.
I see an enemy.
Watch out for that enemy. Let's get you on. I'm the cream of the crop.
Man, even to lose that fight is impressive.
Now you see me? Now you don't.
He's gotta get me off the map.
I'll turn it up.
Thanks for the help. I'm reloading. Give me a second.
Yo, King, combo with my grab here.
Okay. Well, I got fucked up.
Okay, what elo is this?
I'm just gonna go Bastion.
What did I just watch?
That could have gone better. You're completely healed. Much better.
Shatter.
Let them out. Stay near the immortality field. Sassafras keeps your dog dead. Stay inside the field.
You know, he used his ult. He went for me. He went for me.
Now you don't. Enemy here.
There's one behind you guys.
Step rider.
Yo, guys.
We either need a shield or push our like have combo.
We don't need a shield. Like my DPS just need to stop breathing.
Oh, on me?
No, like. Guys, that is not a comp issue. That is 100% a player
I can't break
issue.
their shield fast enough before they kill me.
Well, that's because we're taking bad angles. That, like our comp can work for sure, but it's just more so what we did that was wrong there.
Another go, maybe.
You have 6. You're 1 and 6 with 4 minutes, my friend. Like that's not a Zarya issue. That is a you issue. My guy tired in front of a formed Bastion. That is a
Aiming to crack open a snack.
having a I don't know.
Of course not.
Still winnable, but
Be wholly unlike Lindholm to give you something useful.
no, it's okay. We can win. We can win. It's just we need to. They need to. You guys see how my DPS ran away from me instead of with me on the window?
Round 2. Capture the objective.
And my Zarya, like I don't know what they're doing really.
That could have gone better. But we can still
Someone has to be alive.
Wait out the form, wait out the form. We're still. We're up one. Yo.
You look like
Behind you there?
you need a hand.
Mark, I can't hear you there. We can't hear you there. We can't hear you there.
Get in the immortality field.
What the fuck are these? Yo, King is 1 and 8. All right, go. Go main, guys. Go main.
Hey, check in.
Let them out. A little medicine goes a long way. Pide al suyo.
Enemy here. Let's take the objective together. Got one here.
We're on your back line.
Stay
Yo, I just am.
Enemy here.
Okay, actually, I take it back. This guy needed to get off Zarya. He just did nothing on Zarya for like 10 minutes.
Enemy here.
King's
Let the Kitsune guide you. Enemy here. I'm here. Fight at its will.
Tout le temps, ça va finir. Gain espoir. Careful, we're outnumbered.
Defeat.
Every counter comp I tried, I could have swapped the goddamn tank once.
Big Stanger Lat. Play of the game.
I don't know what to say. Now, make no mistake, my Zarya did not do anything that game. to be clear, my Zarya probably could have swapped Zarya. And because they had a Reinhardt and my DPS didn't know how to position, their Rein sitting there shielding because he's a super tank and he'll never die did not help. But make no mistake, King did not play well that game. Now, granted, like, I was still chilling. I want to watch this. He's just down mid, bro. He's just down mid, dude. Who was his limb? He was 1 in 10 in 6 minutes. And they blamed our tank. There it is. There it is. This is my window. He's not even shooting through my window, dude.
My ultimate is almost ready.
He just won't stabilize, like. He doesn't even look at that Junkrat that was inside our team. Now this guy blaming our tank is crazy. I won't lie. That guy blaming our tank is kind of crazy.
I need healing.
Support is easy. We rog easy wasi. Just rely on your DPS. Smiles.
Nah, support is easy, but those kids are trolling. Thank you, Leah. Watching this, I'm more surprised you managed to get 5k damage. Well, you played Bastion and Junkrat.
Stay in range. If you
Guys, what should I get for food today?
I can protect you.
Camel lives for 9. In the desert, the cheetah lives for 3 years, and the camel lives for 9.
Every battle makes me stronger.
3 years, and the camel lives for 9. In the desert, the cheetah lives for 3 years, and the camel.
Dude, Arby's is kind of fire.
In the desert, the cheetah lives for 1.
He looked like fucking
desert,
Billy Roddy out
the cheetah
there.
lives for 3 years, and the camel lives for 9. In the desert,
Is there any place to see Mineplex stuff? Yes, on our website or Discord. Yeah, ball. I'll just got bread.
I'm killing you. Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds. Don't touch me.
objective.
Positioning healing pylon. Healing pylon out.
Come by point. You know, actually, don't play out there. Don't play. Come point. I can't handle it.
Okay.
Healing pylon deployed. Out of my way.
I'm a fucking sneaky AP.
My team makes the game so hard. All right. This is free if these dent heads don't run it down mid. As long as they don't run it down mid, on just stay in the back of me. If our team feeds, we just let them die. They're trolling.
In the desert, the cheetah lives for 3 years, and the camel lives for 9.
Keep it together. Stay near my pylon.
I'm just dead there. Oh, I did nuke those mines. They did die. All right, I need to go brig. She's dead again?
Breaking me down just builds me up.
How these shitters dying?
Let me help you with that.
After watching Team play out, I'd like to announce I'm gonna be trying out for the Chiefs. I'm in a wheelchair BTW.
Over here.
Tactical visor activated.
Brig is gone. Oh my god. Never mind, you rally.
Alright, we're good. We can reset the next point. Let's just make sure to set up a press queue first instead of second. And make sure when you guys are running in, you're not running out of your sports line of sight. You keep doing that and dying. Alright. Well, as long as my Doom doesn't go in 1v5 and feed, I think we're good. Why are you on Moira?
Loading.
Let me take care of that for you.
I want to use some choice words for these people.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds. Let me help you with that.
What can point with adventure?
There's one. Racing shield.
I'm getting fucking aggressive. Brig one.
What? Play D.Va?
D.Va logging on.
I'll remember that for next time.
Yeah, going more into that's criminal. Yeah, Ana Brig is the perfect support combo to the ball. Unfortunately, Iroh apparently is not known for his brains.
Let's group up.
Yeah, I'm about to go back.
Let's group up. Come on.
Moira, can you follow me if you can, please? Nice. Go get it.
I mean, Infinity one.
My Moira is off dueling the ball.
Over here.
It's not gonna stop me.
They just have a ball, just some guy on an alt dominating on ball. All right, Moira, try to stack with me. As long as we stay together, we win. If you guys want to beat the ball, the key is to not chase him. When he peels back and makes you guys chase him, you're giving him a lot of value. You're never going to kill him. Just ignore him. I'll heal everybody with Inspire and we'll just get forward. Anybody touch?
I can try. I don't think I can, though. Yeah, I can't touch.
Come back. Now we have to run across the fucking map. Like, just ignore him. He's not doing anything.
Let me help you with
Keep
that.
running straight to point. Come on, follow me.
Let's wipe them out. Enemy here. Help me.
I mean, like, are you human? Alright, I'll point. Come to point.
Loading out the
I just... It's off. Guys, just all in all, dominating my team. How? 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 What?
I have a new plan this time.
What? What? Hello?
Barrels are smoking.
Step right up.
Oh my god, thank you.
I just flew forward for no reason.
Take this.
Enemy spotted.
What was that?
Enemy here. Over there.
Play on point. Play on point.
Better already.
Pocket healer.
Make this ball commit into your brig and we win.
Systems.
Shields under fire.
Our D.Va stalls point and the backline just slips on me. Ball one.
Sleeping? I don't know it's half though.
Edge on point. Come back, come back. Guys, go get these kills.
Half? Oh, what?
Heads up. I'm really feeling the heat.
Now we gotta go all the way across the map again.
Oh, it's one. You got that tracer. Thank you.
Next, flashpoint, Paris.
What an interesting hypothesis. What an interesting hypothesis. What an interesting hypothesis.
I'm number one. Ultimate
Okay,
ready.
I'm gonna set up an R main.
Over here.
You just keep making this ball overcommit.
Here.
Play right back here.
Over here.
Our D.Va can front line. Peek me and I can back you. Peek me and I can back you.
Come on, try me. Sending a hand your way.
Activating.
Oh, fucking misclick. It's whatever. Alright, we back up.
Did it happen again?
Receive my aid. My ultimate is ready to be unleashed.
You can call Moira. We can win this call.
Surrender to my
Come back, come back.
taking hold of the objective.
Patching you up.
Brig is just such a good pick into ball, guys. Like, just knowing how to play Brig against ball is just, like, so free. Oh my god, Iroh's stats are abysmal.
I got you.
Enemy located.
Oh, get her symmetric. Dude, now you can just play slow and run away from them the whole fight. Like, make the sim walk at you and we'll kill her when she's in her own side. They can't do anything. Oh my guys, keep making them push. Oh, Zarya too now. Yeah, I'll switch.
Oh,
to,
wow.
Just don't charge her. Like, she's gonna bubble. I'll say when she's gonna bubble. We just don't shoot her. Okay, he's gonna turn the corner. He's about to use a bubble.
Here, take this.
Does he want? Nobody's shooting him. No, not a soul is shooting him.
He's one.
I carry my burdens
Join
alone.
me.
Adding this to my list of regrets.
I'm trying to end so I can just swap here.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. I think it's better to go.
Nah, D.Va's not gonna work here. I'm trying to go queen again. I'll come back fast. I'm gonna go Winston actually.
My ultimate healing pylon.
Muéstrame dónde te duele.
I'll just take the objective.
Surrender to my my will.
Fuck.
Defeat. Play of the game.
What the fuck are these kids doing?
It's Halloween.
Dude, these guys are just like literally griefing. They had 40. Dude, you can't go back to spawn and switch at that timestamp. We just lose the game. Dude, what are these kids doing?
I need healing.
Bro, these kids aren't real. Like, they actually just fucking throw. Like, do you want to know what the difference was between our tank and their tank that game? Their tank, when he was going around flanking, he was doing it on ball. Here he could do it on. My tank was doing it on Doom and feeding. And when he swapped D.Va, he was fine. He could have stayed D.Va into that, by the way. And then Iroh is just like, needs Jesus Christ to intervene. All I need is a team that can sit there and exist while I carry. They don't need to do anything special. I think they're trying to do too much. Sport is easy, but you don't have opportunity. I mean, my team just like, they're just inting is all they're doing. They literally just have to not do it. Like, they just need to be like medium difficulty bots sitting on the objective and I win the game. All right. Hopefully we don't have a kid that's literally just throwing, and that's all we need is that. And I will carry it. No, he saw Sim and Zarya, got scared, and just fucking thought it was a better idea to run it down mid than play the game at that point. We would have won if he remech. No, I'm about if I see these guys do that again, I'm about to flank Zen. Seriously.
Please do not disturb. That is a mighty fine rifle. Mind if I give it a whirl? You don't seem like.
Well, no, I could carry. It's just there's the solo tank is so powerful that I can't kill it.
Your actions speak louder.
Like, I think undoubtedly tank is the strongest role in the game right now. It's like the easiest to carry a game on a hero like D.Va right now.
For maximum cooperative behavior.
We're in Diamond at end of season games. We're gonna see the worst of the worst. I could go. Let's see. What is Victor play? That's Mercy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective.
Nah, if these kids start inting, I am going to go flank Zen. Monkey.
Killing pile on the core. Let me see. Feels better. Thanks. I see an enemy.
Guys, monkey, Jesus Christ. Come here. Play walk up style.
Over there.
What?
Killing
Monkey.
pylon out. Stay close. I'm going to build. I need to recharge.
Now, like, my monkey's just inting.
Positioning healing pylon. Thanks. Let me see.
Sigma present.
He's off monkey, thank God.
Enemy here. Dynamite out. Killing pylon out.
Who needs healing?
Oh, I'm a Sigma.
I am healing.
Zenyatta is here.
Shit. Results, you can live with results. Manny, what's up? Yeah.
Discord. We will find
Yeah.
Almost ready. Oh, I feel all warm inside.
Down the objective. Rally to me.
Yeah, I can't see you guys there.
Not everything should be taken seriously.
Hey there.
Shit, they swapped you,
I'm on fire.
I can't flank anymore.
My ultimate is ready.
The universe is singing to me.
Get in there, Bob.
Yeah, we have no one on cart.
Got you in my sights.
Yeah, because I was on the card.
That's okay. It's okay. Let's get back and get it.
My spirit burns.
My tank takes so much damage, brother.
You come back a little.
I am effervescent.
I might be so good.
Tactical visor activated.
Let the Kitsune guide you!
You picked the wrong. My spirit burns.
Oh, do you want cut?
Nerf this.
Yo, God, guys, come on!
I'm on fire.
Let's get the payload going.
Oh my god.
Oh, I feel all warm inside.
Guys, this is kind of unbelievable, to be honest. The fact that I have to keep orb on my Sig because he's taking so much damage is kind of funny.
Tango spotted.
I am effervescent. Tranquility.
Outcome.
I've got you in my sights.
Your Bastion has not missed a sticky.
Guys over. Let me balance you out. I carry my burden alone. Over there. Stay away.
Your soldiers flanking. Just come inside. Come inside. Come inside.
Working on your injuries. Keep close. Killing by one out.
Make sure you live, Ryan. We're okay.
Enemy over here. I see an enemy. Over here. Chemical with
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Fixing that. Done fast. 60 seconds. Get ready. I need to recharge. Positioning healing pylon. They want my pylon. Keeping the
Oh, Reaper behind you. Shield up, please.
We're losing a 4v5.
Can't hit my ultimate is charging.
Break up the game.
10 seconds.
I've got you in my sight.
Nice shot.
Payload's heading out.
Then I have a question.
Complete.
I was in GM1 season 1, and now I like can't get out of Masters.
3-0.
Why are you? Sam?
No, I'm asking the Zen. What happened?
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
You might have to hit the VOD review.
Okay. I didn't want to, but
I think I'm getting off after this game.
I carry my burdens alone.
That's a lot of armor. Though I guess you are a pretty big target.
I guess I am.
Watch our flanks. They might try something.
Hey.
Hi.
They're just leaving now.
Lose this battle if we fight as one.
You know what, guys? I'm getting off, bro. I don't want to play this. This is just not it. These fucking kids sniping every game. Fucking ending. I'm good. All right. Just have some specimen Q&A. There's no one real left playing this game, sadly. They've all gone to Valorant and shit. All right. Hey, good stream today. More React content than anything, but you guys care more about that than watching the game. So, you know, that's all good. Hey, much love, everybody. I'm going to go eat. I've got some meetings I got to prepare for here in a bit. So, I'll get a burger today is what I'm going to do. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all later. Take care.